What's up, y'all? It's Antoine Winfield Jr., safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up, y'all? This is Jahad Wolf from the New York Giants.
What's good, y'all? This is Sterling Shepard.
This is Justin Tuck. This boy Shedeur, Super Bowl 42 world champion.
Chris Godwin from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up? This is Saquon Barkley. Discourse the second.
Yo, this is Mike Evans with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
And we about to go live on Flag on the Play.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Flag on the Play, episode 126. Back here with Patty, BK, Random, Bookie, and my boy Kobe. How we feeling?
What up, good, brother? Boys?
Real good.
Yeah, so I ain't like so look, Kobe, like before we talk about all this stuff shit we got going on, you know how we was talking about the Shedeur making the Pro Bowl and like it's really not a bad thing, and even though it's still bad, yo, that report came out like 2 days ago that
you about to bring up Justin Fields,
bro.
Yeah, like this goes back to the original point. They're like, and this is like completely off topic for the conversation, for the actual conversation of Shedeur making the Pro Bowl. But you have people in this world that would really rather see that would hate on Shedeur Sanders for making a Pro Bowl more than they would Justin Fields, which is just diabolical to me. It's just diabolical to me, right? Like, and I know that's not where you was going with that, but like I just had to say it that like, bro, that is insane that you in real life would have people that would rather see Justin Fields make the Pro Bowl than Shedeur Sanders just because he's been in the league longer, like on some stuff like, well, he deserves it more. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Bro, it's just the fact that like
the fact that it was even a conversation though.
Even though I can't stand that mediocrity can make the Pro Bowl now. Now dog shit can make it though. Like it's not even a standard. We're just literally inviting anybody. Like literally, bro, Justin Fields really got benched the entire season. Was terrible the entire season.
Did they ask like six?
I mean, at least Fields had a good.
Did they ask like Malik Willis?
I will say they do. At least what we do know is that majority of the time, if you're having a good year, you're going to get invited to a Pro Bowl. But all these players are declining. But to me, I don't even think like Justin Fields. Yeah, you shouldn't even get an invite. Your play don't even deserve an invite. Like the fact that
did Shedeur's play deserve an invite?
I was going to say Shedeur's play.
Shedeur's play doesn't deserve an invite to the Pro Bowl. Okay. But he got one.
But you can make a case for why he's there. You can make
exactly. Like, and it wouldn't be a disingenuous take. Like a lot of these games that Cleveland really would have had no chance winning, they were in it because of his quarterback play. Like, so I don't really understand why, especially with him being a replacement. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't named a starter or none of that. Like he is indeed, I think, what was he, like the fifth, sixth person down on the list? Like it's not like they didn't attempt to go other routes. Like he didn't get it, like I just don't see the big issue, bro. Like did he deserve it? But hey, it's been some questionable things that happened in the Pro Bowl, so I don't see why it's that deep. I really don't.
Like I said the other week, bro, it's not that we up in arms like, oh, like yeah, he should have made it over mad people. Nah, we just like, bro, like whose fault is it? Like it ain't his. And like I said, like we not about to make it seem like Shedeur Sanders the reason that the Pro Bowl is bad.
Nah, like, he's not the reason. I'm just like
he's a part of it though.
He's an example.
He's an example. He's an example.
The Shedeur shit blew minds. But me seeing actually Justin Fields getting an invite to the Pro Bowl, like now, just abolish, just get rid of it. Like if you're gonna do this, like, and so crazy, so wild too about this shit. Y'all know the Pro Bowl about to come on like in 30 minutes.
I'm not watching that. We might. We got more viewers in here. We gonna have more viewers on this shit.
Like y'all know the Pro Bowl. I think the Pro Bowl deadass comes on like in 30 minutes or something like that.
So it doesn't even go on Sundays anymore?
Just all types of just the Pro Bowl is just literally all types of just fucked up. And also too, Bama, if you free, come on, just pull up. If you free, pull up, Bama. Like no bullshit.
Shedeur Drake May. Well, we're pushing that.
Nah, but let's keep it going. I just had to talk about that because like, bro, like nigga Justin Fields Pro Bowl one again. That's great.
Second guard just go with the ball.
I think it's just simple. People have to accept that the Pro Bowl, whatever this you grew up with, that's not it anymore. The players, to give an example, there was a Patriots running back in the early 2000s who legit tore his whole knee up in the Pro Bowl, and nobody ever talks about that because if you really think about it, sure you wanna go out and show up for the fans, right? Because especially after the season, all that. But the team ain't going, hey man, that's tough. You tore your knee up.
Mm-hmm.
What are we supposed to do? They want to protect themselves. So you just got to accept that it's not what you grew up with, especially a lot of the older people got to accept that. And then also just take it for what it is now, man. They come out, they play some games, they do some fun things. Like even the fact that they were like, who would win in a 1-on-1 game? It's like, just treat it for what it is. It's just a fun thing. And the only thing I think they should do though, Trent, is just whatever that original Pro Bowl team is, those are the Pro Bowlers.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Oh, you saying like alternate shouldn't even like?
Yeah, don't do that because I'm sorry. Like, I'm never gonna. Sure, Dion can fluff it up all he wants. I'm never gonna recognize him as a Pro Bowler because we know what the Pro Bowl is, and I'm not trying to be mean about it. It's just true. The Pro Bowl is definitely not what you grew up with. You need to accept it as that.
Shedeur Sanders gets no rep off this Pro Bowl now, and I want people to understand like this isn't because no one should be saying that. This is just because the Pro Bowl is a disgrace to football now. So.
Yeah, but we got people like Dion going on and saying my son did something I never did. When I'm like, Dion, don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, I do it for my son too. Shoot,
I got you, but my only problem is like if somebody else came out and said that.
What you're saying, Random, I understand what you're saying, but again, this goes back to a conversation we had many weeks ago where we said, bro, like where we all agreed the reason that people that root for Shedeur the way that they do. The reason that Dion talks about his son the way that he does, like people that are on the side of Deion Sanders would probably be, or not Deion Sanders, on the side of Shedeur Sanders would probably be more genuous if the haters were more genuous. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like
no, it makes total sense. It makes total sense.
If I'm Deion Sanders and I hear the way that they talk about my son, I see the way that they treat my son. Yeah, I'm going out and saying the most outlandish, crazy stuff I can as well. You know what I'm saying?
Because
like,
he was never given a fair shot in the beginning.
Exactly.
So who's to say that he wouldn't have earned that?
Right.
You know the crazy part is I had this exact conversation, Trent and fellas, with my boy Lonnie, where when Kevin Stefanski was hired with the Falcons, and then you saw a lot of prominent people come up and say, "We don't want you," and then. When I was like, look, maybe we should be looking at Stefanski sideways because he's had a multitude of quarterbacks. There's a reason he's a 2-time coach of the year. But some of the stuff that happened with Shedeur ain't never happened with all them other quarterbacks you had. I'm sorry. I think it's inexcusable that you just gave Shedeur the wrong script. That's never happened.
I don't blame Stefanski a lot. Shedeur, he went.
But this is what I'm gonna say though. This is what I'm gonna say though. You, Trent, your father's in the league. You know how like paranoid they are of anything going wrong, like whether or not it's like
for sure.
So I'm just sitting there like, so you're telling me, Kevin Stefanski, the offensive guru that you are, you left your crib with the wrong game plan for Shedeur, the wrong wristband for Shedeur. Maybe it's a coincidence, but that's, to me, that's inexcusable because first things first, that's never really happened with nobody else that you had, and also. I'm thinking like that's you've already invited the fact because of your family history with the Sanders family that you're treating this man a little different than you treated anybody else. And I'm sitting there like, I think it's right that all these Atlanta fans can come out and say, we looking at you kind of sideways right now because we want, for lack of better terms, they want somebody to succeed as a quarterback in Atlanta. So hopefully it's Michael Penix. But if you're treating Shedeur like that,
we don't know what you're capable of.
Yeah,
you came here and knew that Shedeur was the consensus #1 quarterback, and you benched him because of personal reasons. So, regardless to the fact of your football prowess, like, I mean, are you emotionally stable enough?
Hey, hold on. I'm not going to go as far as him. Y'all get off what y'all want to get off, so I can get my little rant.
I'm not going to go as far as him, but I think the fact that we're even having that kind of discussion about Kevin Stefanski, I think that should be noted. And then everybody was concerned, well, if Shedeur plays better, that it won't matter. That's not the point. What Kevin Stefanski looked like was doing to Shedeur was not football related. It was not. And the fact that there are all these things happening around that made it look a little different. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to bring race into it, but Kevin Stefanski's actions invited the race talk into it.
They did.
I'm just saying
they did, but I honestly believe that when he went, he honestly thought he was going to be coaching Deshaun Watson.
I agree.
I honestly believe that. I wouldn't go as that far into it, but I do think that he has some questionable emotional decisions that makes you wonder, like, do you have the character to put your feelings aside and make the best football decision for the organization? And you don't know that based on this situation.
Tell Lonnie this whole time. It's the fact that we got to question a man's character.
Yes, yeah.
If you want.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I had to get that off.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, that's Karen.
That's Karen.
Anyway, yo, Dave, what you about to say, bro? So we can move this on.
Okay, so what was the initial prompt question? Someone let me know real quick.
Nah, the initial prompt,
Justin Fields and Shedeur
because last week we was talking about obviously because Shedeur, that's when he got announced he made a Pro Bowl, and even though like it's bullshit, we know why he made it because viewership, this and that, blah blah blah. So then we was talking about Justin Fields, how they invited Fields to the Pro Bowl. Yeah, and we was just talking about how ass the Pro Bowl is, and then it just turned. Then we just
thank you. Okay, make sure I'm just mishearing shit. One, it's the fancy shit. Cool. He could have did that. He could have handled that shit a lot better. What you do? End of the day, Shedeur Sanders is fucking dog shit at football.
That's what I'm saying. Like, can we get that away? This nigga's not good at quarterback.
I'm sorry, bro. No, hold on. No, Trey, no. Let me go. Let me get. I'm gonna get off. Let me get off. So one. The nigga not good at football. So the fact that we got someone who has 7 TDs to 10 interceptions in the Pro Bowl, I don't hear nothing about how Kevin Stefanski treated him, because even outside of that, he did not show that he was competent at football. That's one. Two, let's stop this little fake woke narrative. I ain't gonna say fake woke, but let's not do this pick and choose when we want to start talking about coach's character, because a lot of coaches have did this before. No one brought it up. Like when I was bringing up how Kyle Shanahan, I feel like Kyle Shanahan wasn't being fair to Trey Lance because he was giving Trey Lance the same playbook, the same scheme that he gave Jimmy Garoppolo, and that's 2 different styles of quarterback. But no one cares about that because guess what? Trey Lance wasn't good. That's how people viewed him, so they didn't care. So just because Shedeur Sanders, someone we really like, and how we know everybody rooting for because of the Dion, the Shedeur noise, he hooped at Colorado, cool. But let's not forget the fact that he's not good at football. So trying to save him because Kevin Stefanski could have handled the situation a lot better. But it's not like Kevin Stefanski is just a bad coach.
Nobody's saying he's a bad coach. Nobody's saying he's a bad coach.
Saying, but let's not try to save face for Shedeur. Let's really talk about how he's not good at football. I feel like we don't talk about that nearly as much as we should have. We don't talk about that enough.
The problem. Durag, this is the problem that
Shedeur is good at football.
No. I'm not. No. Durag, just stick with me. Stick with me for a second, Durag.
Go ahead.
This is not about.
You would have put up more than 89 yards versus the Broncos.
Okay, that's fine. This is not about football. This is not about football. Look, you are right about the thing. The problem is, look at everything that you're missing about the Stefanski Sanders situation. The fact that there's beef between Dion and Kevin Stefanski's grandfather, and then he transferred that over to Shedeur with his actions. That's what it looks like. Trey Lance. Well, look, the one thing we can all say about Trey Lance, he is maybe one of the biggest victims of COVID in terms of a football sense, because he wasn't.
A lot of those words, yeah.
He really needed that extra time in college, but
he wasn't granted.
The money was there. I ain't gonna fault him for taking the money, and he wasn't. And also, he got hurt. But none of that. At no point were we at some point questioning Kyle Shanahan's actions because of whether or not it's a backstory, whether or not there was another player better than him. That's what I'm saying. Because I wish we could just have a football conversation with you. Because Durag, I'm more on your side than not. The problem is Kevin Stefanski invited all the other stuff.
Randall, can I give you a quick rebuttal about the Kyle Shanahan shit? One, everybody named Mama knew who Kyle Shanahan wanted. He wanted Mac Jones. So I think there's already a slight favoritism in the fact that he never really wanted Trey Lance and that the front office forced it upon them. Two, let's not also remember that Kyle Shanahan's father, the noise that happened with RG3 in Washington, that's another thing. People felt like he ran him into the ground. That Mike Shanahan didn't really mess with RG3 like that. So now can we start saying, okay, there's a pattern within the family. Your father did this, and now it seems like you kind of did that with Trey Lance. I'll tell you this. In 3 games that Trey Lance started, I think he had like 27 design quarterback runs. Is that not insane? It's not like the definition of running your quarterback into the ground?
Okay, so we're not gonna.
So I'm saying if we want to start, if this is what we want to start doing, I want to start keeping this consistent. Let's talk about Trey Lance.
Talk about how RG3 also conducted himself in that whole Mike Shanahan situation when he walked up to Mike Shanahan and said, "I want to be Peyton Manning," and despite the fact that Mike Shanahan was like, "We're trying to do the best to win," and he literally threw his weight around, including talking to Dan Snyder at the time, trying to throw his weight around with the literal owner of the team. So
that mean playing when you know his ACL isn't sufficient enough to play a full course of a football game. That still mean play him anyway.
Okay, so no, but so hold on. But also,
even when he's having a historic season,
play,
and he's having a historic season.
But if you look at the play where he got hurt, he was running and he dove the wrong way. And Loninato was coming. Like
no. On a play where he got hurt, where in the versus the Seahawks, he went down to pick the ball up and his knee crumbled like origami.
That's crazy.
It crumbled, like literally. He went down to pick the ball up and his knee pretty much disintegrated. So what that means, that tells me is his injury was enough to not play him. So you telling me in the midst of showing that his injury is enough to not play him, you mean to tell me your ego, because this guy said he wanted to be Peyton Manning with the owner, I'm gonna go out there and make sure he ends his career.
That's an asinine statement to make. If you're literally saying Mike Shanahan had the racial undertones enough to try. No racial undertones. I'm not talking about race. Nothing about race.
It's literally
what Durag just said.
It's like they don't mess with it. Like I don't think what's offensive is a race thing. I think what you said, the beef they had with the Sanders family. I think that's just more bias, just as a person in general. I don't think it's a race thing. Now it's still wrong though. Don't get twisted. It's still not excusable. Like obviously you got to handle that better.
Let's take race out of it because you're right. But then I still think even then, if you got a problem with somebody, go talk to Dion because he's the one. Because realistically, you know what happened was Dion was going back and forth playing football and baseball, and then Kevin Stefanski's grandfather didn't like that. We already know, for anybody who knows about how old school baseball writers are, they don't really like a lot of things that upset the apple cart. And Dion did not appreciate what he was saying when realistically the only way Dion could get from Atlanta Falcons Stadium to the Braves was take a freaking helicopter, because I don't know how many of y'all lived in Atlanta. I've only visited the damn city. Traffic ain't gonna help you get there in time. So he took a helicopter. Dude didn't like it, and Dion threw a bucket of water on him. And that's the whole thing. And then, mind you, this is 25 years later, and your actions are making us look at you kind of sideways. Now, let's just say if Stefanski was also doing this to Baker Mayfield, I would still have a problem with that. But it's just the fact that you took your own personal biases to the point of literally hurting your team. Because at one point, all of us were like, Dylan Gabriel was just not doing it.
At the same time, I'll say this about Stefanski too. I think it's also built up frustration because I think the last two quarterbacks he's got forced upon. Like obviously he wanted Dylan Gabriel, but Shedeur stood to a point to where business wise, okay, as a Browns front office, we gotta take that because that's just a business move. You get someone like Shedeur in the 5th round, he's gonna sell jerseys. What do you do? I don't think Stefanski ever wanted Shedeur. At the same time, I don't think Stefanski ever wanted Deshaun Watson. And I think Deshaun Watson just being so bad hid the fact that Stefanski was too stubborn to really change his scheme and mold it around Deshaun Watson's skill set. So I think him just being stubborn is just him in general. Now, obviously, the unfair treatment, it is what it is. But I just don't want everybody to forget the fact that Shedeur Sanders is trash at football. That's my hope.
No, I agree. The nigga's
he's not good at football.
Let's make that known.
After year one, damn.
That's crazy.
It is what it no. There's room for improvement. Sure, I ain't gonna count him out, but on this pod trade, you go back before Shedeur's even starting. I said I don't know why people want Shedeur to start anyway because he's gonna look like trash in this boo-boo situation, and he was trash. It is what it is. You can make the argument he was the worst starting quarterback in football.
Let me read this super chat. Gino Smith. Appreciate you, MC. You know, Gino, my dog, put it 10. He said, all right, we're not going to disrespect the Shedeur, call him not good at football when he went to the season raw with no first team reps and barely got any development. That's not doing that being disingenuous.
Wrong?
We
can be going.
Durant never said that like he can't not improve. Like, to be fair,
you just saying he ass right now, which is
if he's ass right now, which could be true.
He's ass.
But no, he could be a solid starter.
Being good
right now. He's bad at raw prospect. Y'all are funny.
Like Josh Allen was ass his rookie year.
But why is he bad though? Why? Let's put some context.
Holds the ball too long. Can't push the ball really downfield as consistently as he wanted to. He's putting the ball in harm's way. Let's be real. Live production, y'all. Hey, Jimmy G and Brock Purdy got hella flack from it early on. Yak merchants. Shedeur is doing a lot of yak merchants. He just hasn't been like. And
I didn't hear you say anything that he can't fix though. I didn't hear you say.
I never said he couldn't fix it, but he can get better. But it's stuff that we knew he was bad at.
As of right now, Shedeur has shown nobody anything to really impress him.
I feel like we kind of like giving Shedeur a little bit of the. We just saw what happened with Sam Darnold, bro.
He showed me enough. He showed me enough flash.
It's a reach, bro, but it's still like it's some type of similar. You could grasp something from it, bro. Like
If
Sam
niggas can
Darnold
count
was
Sam
ass.
Darnold out, I'm damn sure gonna call Shedeur out. Shit.
I think.
No,
You showed me enough flashes, man. We pay quarterback on flashes. Go ahead, Manny.
So I have a
I don't want to hear nothing about Jalen McCarthy.
No. Hold on. Maddie, go ahead, and then
my fault.
But Buki, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Is that Sam Darnold? We could call a spade a spade.
He was dog.
We could acknowledge that a situation is ass, and still recognize that a quarterback is showing you virtually nothing. Sam Darnold was bad. He was bad with the Jets, and everybody was calling him bad. So when we're looking at Shedeur right now, and we can also acknowledge, this is a really bad situation, and he's not really showing me anything to impress me. I'm going to call a spade, and I'm going to call him bad. I'm going to say that he's not good right now. It doesn't mean that he can't improve, but the fact that it's year one for Shedeur. The fact that we're already saying that he can have a Sam Darnold career type revival.
Yeah, it's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, that's also.
When have you ever
Sam
seen
in
like
the
a Sam
bowl.
Darnold type career?
That's an anomaly type of career. That's ass.
And Trent, my thing is Trent too. And I'm gonna bring it real quick. The same people who be doing this about Shedeur be the same ones posting them 9 memes, and he ain't even played full season of football yet. Be the same ones counting out number 9 over there in Minnesota, and y'all don't want to keep the same energy.
I can get down with that because
I could say honestly, I have never disrespected JJ McCarthy.
I'm saying I'm not a consistent.
Listen, can I listen? He put belt to ass to my Lions.
Oh no,
JJ McCarthy put belt to ass to my Lions secondary. I have not disrespected that nigga.
Has
he? No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he has.
I don't think he has.
Genuinely,
Yeah, he has.
He
Shedeur has shown more flashes than JJ McCarthy.
He
Also, JJ
genuinely
McCarthy
has.
was a first-round draft pick.
I don't think he has.
He hasn't.
All right, but hold on.
And then I guarantee 9 floors. 9 has shown me his floors way lower than Shedeur's.
Way lower.
What?
Way lower.
Next
Way
time.
I ain't gonna lie.
You got it.
I ain't gonna lie.
JJ McCarthy is some
I'm not gonna
dookie
lie.
guy.
I ain't gonna
Left
lie.
cheek, right
And
cheek,
he got
left cheek,
Jettison
right
Addison.
cheek.
Could you imagine Shedeur with Jettison Addison?
It wouldn't look that good either.
I see the drop percentage. Left cheek, right cheek, left cheek, right cheek.
Anyways, so let's get this going. And hold on, let me move Kobe back up. Kobe, I'm gonna start with you. Talk about some of these coaching hires. You know what I'm saying. My multiple coaching hires. It's where people get hired and fired. So start off with the Ravens. You got Justin Minter. How we feeling about that? Start with you. How we feeling about that?
It's interesting to me because didn't he come from Harbaugh's brother? Didn't he come from Harbaugh's brother's staff?
Well, he was under John Harbaugh before.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I listen, I get it. I think it just goes back to the thing that we was talking about, like, and I guess you got to have new ideas. Some of these teams I wish would have gone in a different route as far as like whether they hired, defensive or offensive coaches. And I get why they felt the need to hire a defensive coach. I think at some point they have to go all in on helping Lamar, on getting Lamar what he needs and doing for Lamar more. Because clearly, like, and I hate this notion that just because we think these guys are generational talents or superstars or whatever we call them to be, they're like they don't need help. Like, if it's okay for quarterbacks to have different types of help, then like, are we just not supposed to help Lamar because he's supposed to be better than everybody else? Like, that notion doesn't make sense to me. And I don't know that this helps Lamar at all. But I mean, if they wanted to go in a defensive route, then that's okay. That's their prerogative. But I think at some point we've got to go all in to help Lamar.
Maddie?
I hear you, Kobe. My thing with that is that this specific coaching cycle didn't have too many super strong offensive candidates that you would be comfortable with Lamar Jackson long term. With a guy like Jesse Minter, like, okay, for example, we've said for the past like 2-3 years, ever since Mike McDonald went to Seattle, that even though it is a little bit hindsight, there is some truth to the fact that it would have been very smart for Baltimore to fire John Harbaugh at that time and bring in Mike McDonald as their head coach. Look at Mike McDonald right now. He's like a top 5, top 3 head coach in the league, and he's in the Super Bowl, right? Now, Minter was the best defensive guy in the market, all right? So I'm not against that at all. Plus, talking about helping Lamar from an X's and O's standpoint, obviously Minter from what we know, unless he does like an unorthodox like D'Amico Ryan's coaching route. He's not going to be doing much on that end. He did just hire Ducklin Doyle, the Bears offensive coordinator. That's going to be the guy that we're going to be talking about. If the Ravens offense isn't good, if their scheme's not good, it's not going to be Minter. It's going to be Doyle. Right now, that does reflect on Minter because that would be a bad hire. I think Doyle is like 29, 30 years
Which
old.
I think kind of goes, it alludes to the point, right? Like, okay, and I hear what you're saying, but could we not have even looked at Kubiak? You know what I'm saying? Could we not have even looked at somebody like, and I know that you're saying it wasn't a strong offensive market. But then, like, how well do you think they searched for an offensive coordinator? Declan Doyle seems like a guy that he already knew he wanted, that he was okay with going to get. And if I'm the front office and I'm looking at this situation, I'm like, you just told us that you wanted to go and get Declan Doyle. I just think for me, once again, like that doesn't help Lamar at this point. And I think with running quarterbacks, you're on a time clock, right? And I don't know that Lamar's clock is up or moving, you know what I'm saying, is going to be over very soon. But what I am saying is with quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson, you're on a time clock. You know that if as their legs start to go, as the years start to go, that you know it might not look the same. I just think that, like, and I get what you're saying. Everything you're saying makes sense. It just, I don't know.
No, I get how right now it's like it's difficult to believe in that, but
I see why dudes
I just think the verdict
up in
is
arms over it. Honestly,
it's going to be.
I see why people is up in arms over it because it's kind of like the same. It's really kind of like the same thing Baltimore has been in. They go all in on like a defensive oriented coach, and because I think if I'm not mistaken, quote me if I'm wrong, but he used to be the defensive backs coach for Baltimore, like what 5 or 6 years ago, something like that, like 2017 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what year, but it always seems like because you have such an elite talent at quarterback, you tend to just say, hey, all we need to do is keep the ball, get a defense that keeps the ball in his hands. But when you got an aging Derrick Henry, that offensive line is not what it used to be. And you got a receiving core that's middle of the pack. So I honestly think while it's a great revitalization tool for the defense, I still think they need some interior defensive linemen. I think that's another area that they got to focus on. But the Ravens personally, but when you look at the hire, it still shows you that, I mean, the Declan Doyle offensive coordinator hire, I like the intention of that. I like the, I like that. I like the Declan Doyle hire. But you have to get personnel. You can have some great coordinators that can scheme some guys open, but when you getting into the bowls and conference championships, you need difference makers. You need playmakers. Lamar needs wide receivers. Period, point blank. Him and Derrick Henry is not enough in 2027 to get the job done. So I think it's a good hire for, the organization, but for Lamar Jackson in that offense, I don't know if that gets them over the hump. I really don't.
Bemo, hold on. Bemo.
Yeah.
How you feel about the hire from the Jesse Miller hire?
I mean, I done heard what all y'all got to say. They just playing with Lamar. They still playing with him, which solidifies my opinion on it. He just got to go. Like, that's just not a lucky place for him, bro. Like, he just got to go. You can look crazy all you want to, though, but go get the man an offensive-minded head coach, bro, that knows how to develop quarterbacks that way we can see the most complete version of Lamar Jackson. You go get a defensive guy with an already old defense. Roquan Smith, has seen his better days. So what are they going to do? Are they just going to go ahead and draft a whole bunch of young guys just so they can, rebuild the defense? I mean, how many more years again we got to wait for that? And then a lot of the times right now, even though we talking about this defense right now gets credit for 2019 or what was it, 2023? I'm sorry. I'm
2023.
Dude, they still riding that 2023 coattail. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, he has a top 5 defense. He had top 5 defense, but they give up a lot of points. They give up that ass a lot over there in Baltimore. That defense. You can say what you want, but when they really need to stop, bro, they give up that ass a lot, bro.
They did it in the Chiefs game. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, you talk about 2023. That's 3 years ago.
That was their best chance. One of the best defenses, though, and Lamar was the reason why they didn't get that. Their defense showed up.
No, but what about the time he put up 600
This is
yards?
the problem, bro.
That's
This
why
is
I
the
said
problem.
it's nasty because I can show
To Bama's point, the problem is that because he had a bad showing in one playoff or however many, we have all of a sudden come to the point where, and this is the problem with all quarterbacks, because he had a bad showing in 2023 and everybody wants to talk about 2023. We've gotten to the point where now the argument is that like we should revitalize the defense instead of helping Lamar. Well, so if we watched him play in 2023 and your argument is what happened in 2023 and why he wasn't able to get it done, wouldn't it behoove you to go and get him some help to help him out so that he can get the job done? Like, I get what everybody is saying, but just because of 2023 happened, does that mean we shouldn't help him? Like, I just don't.
Nah, Kobe. Mark Andrews was enough. Mark Andrews, the greatest tight end of all time, was enough. Don't worry about it.
It was that year, but going further, I do agree. Like the help they've given him is like egregious. They've given him like legit nothing. So
nothing.
So let me ask you this.
I've heard people say Zay Flowers is a consensus number one receiver.
And that's crazy.
Hold on.
Let me ask you this: is Mark Andrews the level of tight end that Gronk is?
Damn, nigga, no.
Of course.
But we got
that's unfair. You want to get the best tight end of maybe the best tight end of all time.
But that's the point. That was the point that he was making. The reaction that you have right now is why to go back and then say that we should just not help this guy and that we should just focus on the defense is why, like that, like what you're essentially saying when you say we should help the defense and we should fix the defense, we should worry about Lamar later, is essentially saying Mark Andrews is Rob Gronkowski. He has to be that good if we don't help. If we're not helping Lamar and we're not getting him more help, that's essentially what you're saying. Mark Andrews is Gronk.
James Harden was traded to the Cavs.
To the Cavs, bro. They didn't trade Garland, did they?
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, Harden is a Cavs, but Brandon, you got your hand up. Wait,
hold on.
Shit. They traded Garland?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
This is what I want to. So this is what I want to talk about real quick. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
So this is what I want to say. If you're looking at what the Ravens' problems are, also I can't say the OC's name from Chicago. Can y'all tell me his name again?
Declan Doyle.
My question with him, because like everybody, I was like, let me see who they get on offense. How much is it Declan Doyle for Chicago's success, and how much is it Ben Johnson? Because we know how
it's mostly Ben Johnson.
Yeah. So now I'm
Declan Doyle plays. I'll get to it when I go.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting there like, okay, let's see how it goes. If you're looking at the Ravens' deficiencies right now, I think they need more help on defense than they do on offense, in my opinion. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you Zay Flowers is a number one. He's not. But they, ironically, Isaiah Likely, if I remember correctly, he is a free agent. But they did have a pretty good tight end room. I think they just need. I just need maybe a couple more receivers. Obviously, if you could get a sort of number one somewhere, I think that would be great. But what they need help with is on defense, because even at the end of the season last year, the defense was playing well, but when it really came down to it, they could not make the plays. Right, that's why they were sitting at home in the playoffs. Right, but I'm just sitting there like the defense needs more help. I'm gonna trust the Ravens. They've been one of the best. They've literally been one of the best ownership groups or ownership and front office my entire life. They've been one of the best. So they don't just make decisions to make decisions. You could argue that maybe they waited a little too long. And Maddie, I can see what you're saying about the Mike McDonald one, but that's such hindsight. I'm not gonna.
No, and I know what you're
saying. Yeah. So look, let's just see how it goes. But they still do need help on defense, fellas. That's what they need help with the most. Yeah. And if you can find a way to find Lamar some more weapons, some more receivers, realistically, that's what they need. You got an aging Derrick Henry, but he's still good enough. I think the back that they have behind him, the fast cat, small fast cat, I really like him when he
Keenan
Mitchell. And if you get him another receiver that's not aged, DeAndre Hopkins, who even they only gave him spell kind of touches. Find that and then work more on that defense. Like, let's be honest, they still play in the AFC. They're still playing the AFC North. You know, that's a rough and tumble division. You can't just be throwing around the yard. And I get it that the Browns are down, but that's what happens, you know? That's what happens in the North. It's a rock fight every time you play. So that's why I'm sitting. Find him a couple more weapons. Find him if you can find a way to get a number one receiver. That's the move for him. But Lamar's he's developed himself as a passer. They need more help on defense anyway. I'm not saying that Lamar has the greatest weapons in the world, but we're not going to sit here and act like he has the worst either. Like, I'm not there. There is some things there, but also if Mark Andrews maybe catches a pass in the playoffs last year, I think things could be different. Some things have happened that have not worked out his way. You know, that's just what happens. I just think we need to be. We're not being in ways trying to fight off what people have been saying about Lamar. We're also kind of like not being honest about what Lamar has done himself. I think two things can be true here.
Exactly. That's for sure.
My thing is for y'all that are just saying that like this
Declan Doyle hire was lazy too. I forgot to say that. Like everybody just on Ben Johnson nuts right now. I feel like, and just right now he's the Ben Johnson coaching tree, and just I don't even think how many plays did Declan Doyle call last season.
We'll see.
And then the verdict is still out about Ben Johnson, bro. Like, ain't he like?
It is.
It is.
Bro,
Yo, Dave.
But look, for him to think about it, bro, they already using his coaching tree. Like he's that.
They did the same for McVay.
Well, they did. Yeah, I finished saying.
What do you mean, McVay?
PR is a motherfucker.
Yeah, they did the same for McVay. McVay has a ton of people who got hired as head coaches.
McVay went to 2 Super Bowls very quick in his coaching career.
Now,
Now, if
in
you
his first year, just took Caleb and the Bears to
the Bears had literally this year
Super Bowl first round.
The Bears literally this year had the most successful season they've had since you could argue 2012 when they went to the championship game or
2019 or 18.
So we're not going to sit here and act like Ben Johnson. If there's one thing he knows how to do is he knows how to call offense. He goes on fourth down a little bit too much, but he's an offensive guru.
I mean, that's just the Dan Campbell.
Of course, you want to tap. You want to tap into. Maybe we can get some guys off who because it's not like he's just creating everything by himself. He is talking to Declan Doyle in the offensive meeting room.
All right, bro. 1 year is all it takes, bro. I guess, bro.
Nobody's saying he's the best coach in the league, but we're not going to sit here and act like he's trash or he's overrated.
No, but what I'm saying is to start pulling from his tree already is kind of insane.
They've done it for other people, man. They've done it for other people.
Who?
We gave you Sean McVay.
Sean McVay. Do y'all realize how quick Sean McVay got to? That was unheard of. First off, the scratch against Sean McVay was his age. Everybody was down there. So once he got in there, he started cooking day one. Day one, he looked at Jeff Goff and said, Jared Goff and said, yeah, bro, you not it. Crazy.
First of all, Jared Goff.
I could have told you that.
He went to a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. What are we talking about? You not it.
And you just made my point. You making my point. Every move Sean McVay has did show he was a mastermind. And the fact that he has how do we feel about Brandon? Yeah, you around my age. How do we feel about Matt Stafford, 2010s?
Oh my God!
He used to get slandered the most. He used to get slandered so bad. You would have forgot. You would have forgot he put up 4,600 yard seasons on a consistent basis.
Dude, I'm from Detroit. I know exactly how to talk about Matthew.
Why we're annoyed?
They used to dog Matthew Stafford, bro.
He's throwing 5,000 yards a season.
Yeah, but I don't understand why all of a sudden we have. I don't understand why all of a sudden we have this problem with Ben Johnson when the man has been proven to be an offensive mastermind, and of course people want to tap into that. Zach Taylor literally got a job.
Confuse me in debates. I never said that he wasn't a mastermind, Donnie. When did I say that he wasn't a mastermind? What I'm saying
what's the problem with them going into his offensive tree to take somebody?
To start pulling from his offensive tree, bro. That's what you do with.
I think it sounds like Bama just saying they're not proven, bro. They haven't proven anything. They lost in the divisional game. Sean McVay competed in Super Bowls, bro.
He turned Caleb Williams into a dog, and I thought Caleb was shit.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Now I'm a victim of it, but I'm just saying we went out here and tried to boo-hoo this man after his rookie season. Now I was a part of it.
I was bad.
I ain't go wild out like I
sound familiar though. It sounds kind of familiar.
I remember when people were trying to say.
I'm just saying.
Look. I don't understand. So this is what I'm saying. Zach Taylor literally there was a point in the league. Trent, we all of us been watching football. If you even brushed by McVay, you was getting a head coaching look. Zach Taylor is still the head coach for the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's not because he's a good coach, by the way. But
because he knows Sean McVay, and it wasn't like Sean. Like I get it, but it wasn't like first year Sean McVay was there. He took him to the bowl. He did turn them around, but they weren't Super Bowl contenders yet. Like they're just things I don't see why, especially when you're looking at a guy who has a proven track record of being an offensive mastermind in some way. You want to just take from this tree. Maybe we can find another Ben Johnson. Maybe we can find another this. Maybe we can find another that. I don't see what's the point with that. Liam Cohen got the Jaguars head coaching job. Who knew Liam Cohen for besides Trent, because that's where he's from. Who would have thought Liam Cohen would have been this?
Not me.
I didn't believe
you. I didn't believe him.
It was the biggest show me coaching hire I said last year. Dude, you got to show me.
Yeah, like so. What's the problem? What's the problem with this? You know,
like I said, man, Lamar is already a proven MVP.
Yeah,
I feel like we need to go get him a proven coach, whether that's wait one more year or whatever the case may be. Because at the end
proven
of the day,
MVP,
the prospects weren't there though, Bama. The prospects weren't there. The offensive coach, unless you want Cliff Kingsbury. Unless you want Cliff Kingsbury,
you gotta figure something out. You either need to sweat it out, wait it out, or something.
But then we would all been saying the exact same thing we're saying at the end of this year. Next year,
we're gonna look back on Lamar's career, and I'm telling folks, this dude is the most played with talent in the history of the NFL, bro. They play with this man, bro, and everybody seemed to go along with this fucking charade too, bro. Like the fact that, bro, he got that O-line, those set of receivers. Just to hold everything around him, bro, and everybody just sit there and act like, bro, and still try to find ways. He got to get it done. He got to do this. He got to know how to do all of that, bro. But the fact that everybody around him has perfect setups, they got coaches that cater to them.
What?
Every quarterback, a lot of quarterbacks.
Joe Burrow, Josh Allen do not have perfect setup.
Wait.
We are very clear that Joe Burrow asked for that.
Don't nitpick.
Joe Burrow asked for that.
Don't nitpick. Time out.
Right, go ahead.
We just said Williams was about to be a bust out the league until they got a quarterback, until they got a coach that catered to his streams. We was just talking about that.
On the other side, people were saying that Caleb Williams was going to win the Super Bowl.
Justin Herbert, we was sitting and crying about Justin Herbert and how his coaches was fucking terrorists. They went and got him Jim Harbaugh.
Hey, so hold on.
And he still play like ass.
Hey, hold on, Bama.
But still, though, they going to get people to help him know. They're going to get people to help him know.
The Ravens don't make decisions.
They're not bullshitting. That Jim Harbaugh hire to show they're not bullshitting with Justin Herbert talent right now.
Hey, so do-rag, bro. What happened, bro?
I'm over here fighting demons, bro. I don't want to cut nobody off. I'm fighting demons right now. One, the whole 15, however long we just talked about the Ben Johnson tree, that's just cap because this man Declan Doyle he's a Sean Payton guy. He was the Bears OC for 1 year. Before that, he was in Denver and New Orleans. So that whole narrative, that's debunked off rip. Two, in terms of the Ravens, we talking about just the hire in general. I think it's a slam dunk hire. We just seen how old boy just turned around the Chargers defense to the point to where that Chargers defense is the top 6 defense. Kobe, you talk about the age of the defense. Who would have thought that Khalil Mack was still been this productive at his age?
I'm saying about no age.
Whenever you went, someone said something about the age of the team. How's a little age? Someone said something about the age.
Oh, I was talking about the Ravens. Me.
The Ravens defense be a little bit older. That's the older guys. We just see Khalil Mack keep producing past what we even thought he would be able to do because that's how good Jesse Minter is. When I look at the Ravens defense, obviously Roquan Smith had the down you stuff. Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton. Go ahead.
How much did that help? How much did that help the Chargers? He turned them into a top 10 defense, and it did what for them?
What?
That isn't because of Jesse.
The Chargers had
I'm not saying that. What I'm making
catastrophic injuries. They lost 2 All-Pros on their line.
This is one of the worst offensive lines.
Hey, Kobe, I get the point trying.
I'm not saying that it's his fault. I'm just saying at some point we have to address the offensive issues as well.
No, I get you, but okay,
they're not as bad as you're
hold on, man. I got this. Okay, Kobe, you brought up how the offense was the problem in 2023. What was the problem last year? Because I seen the 2 corners they had giving us some of the most yards in football. I seen the pass rush being non-existent. The defense was the major problem last year. You still have Lamar Jackson, you still have Derrick Henry. I get you want more pieces. You need more pieces because Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews ain't gonna cut it. You probably gonna lose Likely because I don't really see them paying 2 tight ends. So now you're losing Likely, who was a good piece for you. Zay Flowers ain't the number 1 you want. Rashad Bateman, that 1-year wonder, that shit was always a fluke. But we also had to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, hold on, Declan Doyle, even though he didn't call plays. We just seen Cole Kmet talk about it yesterday, how big of a piece he was in terms of scheming stuff up, drawing down schemes. The same thing that Mike McDaniels got praised for as Shanahan's OC, even though we knew he wasn't calling plays. So you got to give him the benefit of doubt somewhat of him being a solid offensive mind and the fact that he has Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. 2, they still have a top 15 team pick in the draft. That could be used on a Carnell Tate, Mekhi Lemon, Jordan Tyson. You could still address the number 1 receiver issue in the draft right now.
Yeah.
So these offensive struggles we're talking about, obviously, they do a little bit more, but it's not as much of the point to where you should be looking at these OCs, these offensive coaches in the coaching cycle, where it's not as strong. Let's be real. Kubiak is a good offensive mind. I think he's going to do good work in Vegas. I don't think he's a better football coach than Jesse Minter. I think Jesse Minter is going to be bringing more value. That's just the proof in the pudding. And obviously the league has shown be able to hit on the OC like Declan Doyle, who's 30 years old. So you're probably going to be getting for about 1 to 2 years. If he's a hit, we know how big of a hit that can be, just like we're seeing Seattle is right now. You got the defensive mastermind, you hit on the OC, and now you're in a position to be in the Super Bowl. It's the same thing the Ravens are going to do. That's why I think it's a slam dunk. Because the bare minimum is Lamar and Derrick Henry, you're probably going to be at least a good offense. I don't think Declan Doyle is going to be on the same level as Brian Johnson or these terrible OCs. I think he'll be somewhat serviceable. And we know Jesse Minter is going to produce a top 10 offense. I'm gonna stamp that. Ravens will be at least a top 10 offense, and they're probably going to be a top 5 offense. They're being real.
Also, let's not forget they interviewed Mike McDaniel for the head coaching position, and then they chose Jesse Minter. So, look, they had their chances. Bama, this is just the worst time. You decided to fire John Harbaugh this year. The offensive prospects were not that good.
Oh, Random, another thing is, too, we're talking about the Baltimore Ravens, who are notorious. Defense is what they want their identity to be. That's been the Ravens.
They always really make really good, smart. Most of the time, they make pretty good, smart decisions. And also, I think I'm not saying Lamar's offensive weapons are the best, but they're not the worst either. They just realistically, if they just get a number 1 receiver, they're good. They're a good offense.
They got to.
And for the people, if the person in the chat who talk about the rookie receivers, not big on the rookie receiver, all I'll say is, a guy like McCall Lemon, I think we can bet on rookie receivers. We've seen rookie receivers come out and produce.
I'm not disagreeing with you or Random. What I am going to say is the last point that Random just made where he said they just – wait, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. I think it's shit tweaking.
Oh, he can't hear us. Damn, he can't hear us.
Yeah, because I can hear him perfectly.
Y'all can hear me? Okay, I can hear y'all.
Yeah.
I was saying the last point that Random just made where he said they just need to go and get a number 1 wide receiver. How long have we been saying that about the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah,
that line some shit.
You're talking about a new regime, though. We had the same regime for 18 years. That could be what they value. So that's what I'm saying. I think we got to give it a little bit more of a fair chance because I think with a new regime, I think they might push that way. So
yeah, but also, I think we're just sitting there like
Ravens haven't had many number 1 receivers in their franchise's history as well. We got to remember that. It's like Derrick Mason.
Obviously, I'm just saying that they go get somebody who they think could be number 1.
How much?
Yeah, I'm just thinking they should go get somebody who they believe they believe they could be number 1, because trying to rely on Zay Flowers to be your main producer has just not produced the results that they want. So I think they can go if that's what you're throwing for. I'm just thinking we're sitting here just downgrading the weapons that Lamar had when we've seen other people we literally sat here and criticized Jesse Minter for the Chargers when they had the Chargers literally had generational injuries on their line this year alone. 2 All-Pros gone. Two of them.
If he just went 41-4 without a number 1 WR, what do you think he's gonna do with one? What do you think he's gonna do with it? Like, come on.
As I know, Jesse Minter also overexceeded a lot with that Chargers talent.
Absolutely.
That Chargers talent isn't top 6 level defense. It's just not. He overexceeded a lot with that talent. So that's why I know one of Baltimore's actual pieces. That's what I'm saying. With actual pieces in Baltimore, he will cook with that. That's
so hold on. Wait, Karen. You're Karen.
What's up?
How you feel about the Jesse Minter hire? So we can go on to these new coaches and I'll get the BK after.
I'm nervous, to say the least, as a Steelers fan. To me, if the bar is Zach Orr last year, the Ravens defense is going to be pretty good. If Jesse Minter is better than Zach Orr, combined with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry being healthy, they should be a top 10 offense. I'm not gonna say like stamp top 10 defense. They'll be way better than last year. That's all that you can ask for. They'll probably be a Super Bowl contender again. So I think it's a good hire personally. So
BK.
I mean, I like this for Baltimore. This just gives them a floor that they'll have a good defense from this year. They had a bad defense, and with Lamar and Derrick Henry, I mean, their offense is going to be good. So, to me, he was the best head coaching candidate, from one of his his DC job out there. So I like it for the Ravens. And plus their division, the AFC North, that's their division for the taking now that Mike Tomlin's gone. So I think it's a good hire.
Also, Ravens fans are ecstatic because they saw Dafe Owe last year have one of his most productive years, and they've been missing a pass rush for years. So maybe Jesse Minter can get the best out of these pass rushers. So
Mike Green, breakout year.
And there also has been better hope that Madubuike might be back. There's more hope to it. So
I thought he was going to retire.
Yeah, but he posted something about like 2 weeks ago talking about good. He just got good news, so there might be a slight chance he may be back. So we'll see how that goes. That's hopeful.
That's true.
I respect Mike Green, man.
Let me get to the other super chat. Let me bring it back up, Kobe. We're gonna appreciate you, Skis, for the 2 hours. He said Giants. Matt Nagy equal.
Matt Nagy was under the Reed coaching tree before.
Anyway, so BK, I'm gonna start with you because I was gonna get to obviously the Giants. They got John Harbaugh. They just got Matt Nagy though. How we feeling about the overall hires and everything, and what the Giants? John Harbaugh brings to the Giants. How you feel about
that blew the fuck out of me because that was just like you're going back, you're backtracking so much. You just brought in a good established head coach. He's not as elite as he was years ago, but then you bring in dog shit for your second year QB. So now they got me scared again in the sense of they're not a good overall organization when it comes to financing and managing their players. Now you just set up Jackson Dart to have just a little bit of regression because Matt Nagy, I wholeheartedly believe he's not a good OC. So you just went 10 steps forward and went 20 steps back with this hire for me.
Kobe?
I don't love it, but I do like them hiring John Harbaugh. You got a really young team over there. I think Harbaugh is a good coach for a young team like that. Probably a good situation for him. I don't know about Matt Nagy, but I don't know if it's as bad as BK made it out the scene. But
he turned Mahomes into a pedestrian. He's gonna make Jackson Dart look bullshit.
I don't know if he turned Mahomes into a pedestrian or if the situation has just finally gotten to the point where like it's just not serviceable.
I mean, it's not that good, but like you got Patrick Mahomes and like you can make something shake. I'm just like a little bit.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just like I don't know if it's terrible. I don't think it's good or great, but it's just like it is what it is, man. I don't think it's great for Jackson Dart though. I do agree with you there.
Kieran?
Harbaugh, I thought it was the safest option. He obviously is the most experienced out of this coaching cycle. I guess the Giants are trying to find a winning culture again because they really haven't had it consistently the last 10 years. As for Matt Nagy, terrible. Terrible. I hate it.
Matt Canada fan, by the way.
Excuse me? Bryce Young fan? Hello?
Better than your quarterback. Yeah. I'll get to you later.
Yo, that nigga is hilarious, son. Yo, Random, how you feel about these hires for the Giants?
Look, hold on, my bad. Obviously the John Harbaugh hire I really like for them because like Ginger FC said, they do need a whole change of culture. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say anything, but it says something that the Chiefs were like, yo, Eric Bieniemy, come on back.
Back.
We
got a terrorist.
Yep.
And then back Nagy, go ahead and get on over there. Maybe you can do some magic over there. Look, we'll see how it works. I think also the Giants, Colin Cowherd in particular, been pushing like they got a lot more talent than you think. Maybe they should do something. I'm gonna hold y'all right now. Yeah, I don't think the Giants are going to make the playoffs next year. I just think they're just better teams. They should play better, but people trying to say anything. This is a multi-year thing because first things first, we have to really understand how can we maximize Jackson Dart, right? Can Malik Neighbors stay healthy, right? And then we need some more out of Abdul Carter. This is just a lot of things structural wise with the Giants they have to fix. And this is a multi-year thing. And I'm not going to say this like a 5-year thing. Maybe it's just a 2-year thing. But this is something. The Matt Nagy thing is just, I'm good. That's the only part I really don't like about this. That's just me. If I was them, I would have done everything I could to get like a Mike McDaniel. The fact that he went to the Chargers is insane. When he was out there for a little while for everybody to go get. And somehow Jim Harbaugh found a way to get him.
I just thought about a Jackson-led offense with Wan'Dale Robinson and Malik Neighbors off of an injury. That's just gonna be so.
Yeah, man.
You talking about Malik got to stay healthy, man. Jackson Dart himself
got to stay healthy, and then Scat just coming off his injury.
Scat got to stay healthy. Like this is. Listen, we talking about this is a multi-year thing. The way them boys play, man, they might not even have multiple years, gang. And I ain't even trying to be nasty. I'm just saying the way Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo run that rock, you might not have 5 years to figure it out. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, boy!
But also, I was going to say they probably only hired Nagy because Todd Monken was supposed to go to the Giants, like before this, like supposedly. So they probably just got desperate. Like I don't know.
Bama, you here? You're not. Dave, how you feel about hire?
Oh shit, I was muted. My fault.
Oh, you go ahead, Bama.
Go ahead, Bama.
Which hire? Because y'all talking about Matt Nagy and John Harbaugh.
Just overall, the Giants hires in general. Overall,
I mean, we'll see. Jackson Dart, not Lamar Jackson. So I don't know how far that's gonna get.
He is Jackson Dart.
I mean, shit, bro. I was me personally. I kind of saw, what John Harbaugh was worth with how he handled Cooper Rush and the backup quarterback when he had Lamar for 6 games. That's kind of where your coaching come into play when you don't have a superstar quarterback at up under center no more. D'Amico Ryans figured out a way to win with Davis Mills. It just looked like the Ravens said, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just like kind of confusing right there. That was a lot of games lost, and you saw it came down to the very last game. I felt like the mismanagement of the quarterback situation for that 6-game stretch was kind of crazy. Maybe he wanted to leave, but like I said, I don't know, because I don't know what John Harbaugh looks like without Lamar Jackson. Because when I did see John Harbaugh without Lamar Jackson, I'm saying when I saw him without Lamar Jackson, Joe Flacco was about to fall off a cliff.
He won a Super Bowl.
They was about to
No, don't do that, bro. That defense had to call a team-only meeting, bro. Don't do that.
Oh, my goodness, man. Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying.
That's why Lamar so much, boy.
It's not
he won a Super Bowl. They repeatedly went toe-to-toe against Tom Brady and the Patriots, and actually, ironically, came out on top a few times. The last time, like, what do we? Okay, let's not sit here and pretend like John Harbaugh is a
Lamar merchant. He is not a Lamar merchant. Can we get
he
that
is definitely not that.
Well, at the end of his tenure, to be fair, at the end of his tenure, he was very close to getting fired, and then he started Lamar Jackson. So.
He literally had his career saved by Lamar Jackson.
His career did get saved. His shit did get saved.
I'm not agree with that, but we're not gonna sit here and pretend bro was chopped liver before Lamar.
No, I'm not saying that.
Two things can be true.
I'm not saying
it's a different NFL, bro. He got to acclimate to different shit. That was 10, 15 years ago.
I'm not saying that Harbaugh is a Lamar merchant. It's just that usually when coaches are there for a long time, sometimes like systems get outdated. And before Lamar got there, they missed the playoffs 3 out of the last 4 years. So,
and we're about to miss it again. Like Lamar, didn't he win the last 6 games?
Yeah, he won.
Yeah. So Pookie, to your point, they're 4-5 with Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco gets hurt. They're forced to start Lamar, and then they went 10-6 and make the playoffs.
He literally maximized Joe Flacco. Man.
Yeah, he gets fired. John Harbaugh gets fired that season if he does not start Lamar Jackson. I wholeheartedly.
He maximized Joe Flacco. That's what he did.
He maximized Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Is Joe Flacco a bad quarterback?
Joe Flacco's not a bum. He's not a bum.
We're not saying he's a bum. Okay, hold on. What are we about to say about Joe Flacco right now? Because I'm about to. That's what we about to do. I'm about to straight up leave.
Joe Flacco ever like a solidified top 10 quarterback? Was he
but like Flacco's not a bum.
He went on an Eli Manning playoff run, and now we just finna talk about he maximized.
He did maximize Joe Flacco.
Bro, that was an Eli Manning playoff run, bro. 11 touchdowns to 0
Eli Manning. Joe Flacco is not as good as Eli Manning. And I don't think Eli Manning's that good either. What are we doing?
Random. How did John Harbaugh maximize Flacco? Can you explain that?
Yeah.
Joe Flacco is an average quarterback, bro. He's had above average play.
Oh my God, I can't. Oh my God.
The run game, they had a decent run game. They had a decent
like you making it seem like they won in spite of Joe Flacco or something. Like Joe was so bad, but John Harbaugh coached this. He bulldozed his way through the doors of the Super Bowl despite Joe Flacco.
Hold on. If you're telling me, let's just say just Joe Flacco. If you look at Brian's resume, and I showed you how Joe Flacco arguably had one of the most dominant playoff runs we've ever seen. If you're telling me after that playoff run that you're telling me you would have seen Joe Flacco playing like that for the rest of his career. We just watched different football. We saw what the man was before, what the man afterwards was. The only time Joe Flacco really played his best was literally when he played against the Patriots. His best games are when he plays against the Patriots. That's when he played his best for some reason. But other than that, we know what Joe Flacco was. He was a below at his best.
Random, and that's fine. But the problem is that John Harbaugh didn't have much to do with that.
You could win with Joe Flacco
because of the fact. Do you know random? Do you know what John Harbaugh was before he was the head coach of the Ravens?
He was a special teams coach.
He was a special teams coach. He's not this offensive guy.
No, I'm not saying. Obviously, when I say he maximized it, I think it should be noted that he was able to find the right people to maximize his quarterback. So, case in point, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, he's not Andy Reid.
But how they played, random. How they played, you don't have to maximize a guy like Joe Flacco. He's a game manager. He did exactly what he like. It was a perfect. The scheme was a perfect fit. You had a souped-up defense led by defensive coordinator and best defensive player in the decade, Ray Lewis. Don't forget, Ray Lewis was there. So you got that sitting right there, right? So all the motivation, all the talking to, all the pep talks at halftime when your team not playing up to par, Ray Lewis handles that. Ray Lewis handles that. He had Ed Reed, he had Terrell Suggs, bro. So to sit there and act like, oh, you got to do – pretty much, bro, you go out there and do what they did. Run the ball.
Joe Flacco played out of his mind in that playoff.
To be fair, in that season, Ray Lewis only played like 5 games. And
yes, because he tore his bicep or something.
Too. So, like, who gets the credit for that? John Harbaugh? Like, I don't know. Or Joe Flacco?
Even in that season, bro, Ray Lewis was always vocal in that locker room.
No, I know that, but like he's also not on the field for half a year.
You can be as vocal as you want, bro. If you're not making tackles, what am I supposed to do with that?
You're the best linebacker in football. That vocal shit is not like that important.
The vocal shit, what y'all thinking, bro, is just if one of us was there. You don't know what he's telling these dudes on the field in certain situations, different other things. You got Terrell Suggs and Ed Reed there, bro. This dude is basically like a coach. Like, don't think of it as just one of us on the podcast out there being vocal. No, this is Ray Lewis, the ultimate defensive mind.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is
the ultimate defensive mind. Brady even told you it was a chess match versus him. Pay man to tell you it's a chess match versus him. So you have
Joe Flacco walked into New England, one of the hardest places to play the playoffs, and went band for band with Tom Brady and made the place to win the game. That don't matter. It was Ray Lewis talking to him to make sure that he threw the fucking pass right.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
No, we're talking. What are we talking about?
No, Randall. What about Denver? 38-35. We're gonna tell it was the defense is like, come on.
Hold on. At Ginger FC, Ray Lewis, before the play started, walked on 3rd and 3 and told, hey, watch, you just gonna chuck it deep because don't worry, the safety's gonna have one of the worst mind fucks in football history, and you're gonna beat Peyton Manning. What are you talking about?
Or I could spin it this way. He had the confidence to do it because of who? Gave him a pep talk. You can. The game is a lot of confidence. You say that Ray Lewis? The game is a lot of confidence. The game is. Wait.
You say that Ray Lewis?
I ain't gonna lie,
We're saying that Ray Lewis gave confidence to Joe Flacco.
This is
what the fuck?
This is elite trolling by Bama, man.
Yes, sir.
This is elite trolling by Bama. Oh my goodness.
Hey, what you about to say?
One.
What the fuck did I just hear?
One. Since we want to talk about John Harbaugh being a special teams coach, let's not forget the Super Bowl. Jacoby Jones took a special teams touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, he did do that. I was about to say that, D-Rat.
Two,
special teams did look good that year.
Because this man does not talk, just because he does not scheme up a side of the ball does not diminish what he does as a coach. Because as a leader of men, as a voice in the locker room, as just making the hires at the coordinator position, just in general, that matters. We see Nick Sirianni, all he do, man, what the comments say, Trey, he digging in his ass. That's what Nick Sirianni do, and he hiring bullshit coordinators year in, year out.
That's exactly what Sirianni.
Like we can still acknowledge how good John Harbaugh is and still bring up his deficiencies. Obviously, before Lamar started, he was on his way out. Lamar in the starting, hey, guess what? Lamar might have said this job, but guess what he did after that? He still hired the right coordinators, hired Mike McDonald, hired Todd Monken when Greg Roman left. Like he still made the right hires. He's still being the leader man in the locker room. The only reason he got fired is because after 18 years, the message can get stale. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's that.
But he's still a great coach. That's why for the Giants, this is a slam dunk hire. Because for a team that has no direction, well, I ain't gonna say no direction, but I'm talking about no direction culturally. Like your culture is out of whack. You got a bunch of young players. Get a guy who can sit there and set a culture, which he has shown he's been able to do. So
And, like,
to me, it's a slam dunk hire. The Matt Nagy thing,
and the Giants haven't been relevant in like 10 years. Like,
yeah, that's it. But the Matt Nagy hire, we'll see. I'm trying to have some hope.
Oh my god,
for Donnie hate watch reasons, but that's all it is. I ain't gonna write him up just yet, but we'll see. I don't think Matt Nagy's not terrible. He's not the best, but he's not complete terrible. Y'all brought up Mahomes in Kansas City. Let's be real. The situation cut out to them. 0 run game. Kelsey's getting older.
But my problem
the defense
is
got a little bit older. Defense wasn't putting the same thing.
Like,
I mean, he got the worst situation, but we also can bring up the Chiefs situation with no run game. Rasheed Rice, he's a criminal. Travis Kelsey's old. Defense ain't giving too much spark right now, and they were still middle of pack offense. I still think that has to hold some type of weight. So I don't think Matt Nagy's gonna be this world beater, but I don't think he's gonna be Kevin Patula to where he's being a true detriment to the offense. Obviously, he's not inspiring, and for like just in terms of developing a quarterback, you have to worry about Jackson Dart, especially with the way he's been hurt to start the year or start his career off, and the fact that we seen Matt Nagy with 2 young quarterbacks and it wasn't pretty. So I guess you have some worries in that aspect, but I just think schematically, I don't think Matt Nagy is gonna be his complete detriment.
No, me neither. I think he gonna clean up some of them RPOs. I think he gonna make it a little easier to scheme Jackson Dart some cleaner runs, teach that crazy motherfucker how to slide because he can't slide for shit. And I think they gonna definitely. I think people are more like they looking at his little, after his first year in Chicago, they looking at the Mitchell Trubisky, Justin Fields shit, and I don't really think that you can really label him from that because this man got jewelry. So I don't, like I said, I don't think it's a bad hire. I think it's just like Durag said, like Dave said, bro. It's a we're gonna see hire. John Harbaugh is great for the culture of a young ass team like New York. The Giants, they had talent with 0 direction, 0 culture. They don't know what style they want to play. They don't know what they want to commit to as a team. And with Scatterbo and Jackson on that team, I think they got a chance to. I think they got a chance to do some high flying shit next year. I think they can make the playoffs with this kind of consistency and structure. I think the Giants is a low key sleeper for the playoffs next year.
What if I told you?
6-win team.
What if
I'll say this too in terms of I don't think Andy Reid pushed Nagy out of Kansas City. I think you gotta remember when Saleh got the Titans job. I think everybody was shocked. I thought everybody felt like Nagy was a lot to get the Titans job, and I think Andy Reid just brought up the enemy just to get ahead of the 8 ball, bring a guy you're familiar with, just fill the position. Because I truly thought everybody felt like Matt Nagy was getting a head coaching job. So the fact that he didn't get it,
Mahomes at his best.
It's funny that you said that because the Titans were going to hire Nagy, but the fan reaction was so terrible to that being such a strong rumor that they ended up just saying, "No, we can't do this."
Niggas dodged the bullet.
I also think they hired a better candidate than Matt.
They did. They would have killed Cam Ward.
100%.
Yeah. So I mean, look,
I don't like the narrative that he's getting pushed out. I feel like it was just bad timing and bad luck on Nagy's part. That's all it was.
Well, go ahead, Gary. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, this is also like probably like Malik Neighbors is probably the best weapon that Matt Nagy's ever had. So I'll give him a chance, I guess. So
didn't he have Tyreek Hill?
I don't think he was there.
Nah, I think he was there for.
He got there in 2022. That was his first year.
Yeah, so he didn't have Tyreek Hill.
The last thing I want to say about this John Harbaugh hire, we just talked about the offensive side of the ball. Denard Wilson is the new defensive coordinator.
Oh,
He just came off of his he was going to be a third-year DC. He was with the Tennessee before, and I know that we look at the Titans and how much a dumpster fire they were. If you were really paying attention, the Titans before this season were actually a really solid defense, and he was a DB's coach under Harbaugh for Baltimore. So, and hey, look at that defense. Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, and the best defensive tackle in football. Add that to the pieces that they could add on this in the secondary. They already got Banks. So,
go through. Who else got hired? Who else? Oh man, I start with you. So you was talking about Shedeur earlier. How you feel about Todd Monken being the head coach for the Browns?
I don't think it's much of Todd Monken being the head coach for the Browns. I think it's just a matter of this is the only guy who wanted to really take the job. Mike McDaniel turned his interview down. Jesse Minter turned his interview down. Grant Udinski turned his interview down. Grant Udinski nobody knows how his career is going to pan out. He might never get another head coaching interview again. He said, no, I don't want to work for y'all. There was some reports that they were doing some crazy tests.
They were making their candidates write an essay.
Yeah, and we also got to remember, I think Monken is 60 years old. He's the fifth oldest head coach in the NFL. And
first time head coach too.
And he's on the record talking trash about the Cleveland Browns. He's not new to Cleveland. He was the Browns OC in 2019 when Freddie Kitchens was their head coach. And he said after that season was over that the way that the organization is ran by the Haslam family, by management, by everybody is terrible. I think that this was just, I'm 60 years old. This is the only head coaching opportunity I'm going to get in my life from here on out if I haven't gotten one already. Now, I do think Monken is a good coach. I think he does get a little bit too much flack for his stint in Baltimore with Lamar, but I think he's gone after 1 year. I don't, and if not, he's maximum 2 years.
Mookie, how you feel about the hire?
I think it's gonna be good for direction for Shedeur, man, and I really think it's gonna be a real prover year for him. I think getting some culture around him was expected. I was a little shocked though that he didn't go to the Giants. I think like everybody else, but that's neither here nor there. I think it's a good hire for the offensive scheme, and I think the Browns got a lot. At bare minimum, I think they're gonna find out whether or not they have their QB1 in their room next year, and I think Todd Monken gonna be a reason behind that.
Durag?
This hire, I'm not going front. It feels like when David Coley took that Texans job. It's my last bit chance to get this. I'm a little older. That's probably the only real opportunity I'm gonna get. Let me take it. He might last a year. I don't think he lasts more than 2 years. I'm just being real. I think the Browns went to the cycle the way they treated it. Their last group of candidates was Ndunski, Shieldhouse, and Jim Schwartz, and then Monken sneaked in late. No one wants the job. It's a dumpster fire of a job. The front office isn't good. They're in salary cap hell. Now since you hire Monken, Jim Schwartz feels slighted because he feel like he should have got the job. So now you're probably losing your top tier DC. So who knows what defense looks like next year. I don't see much optimism with this hire. Todd Monken, he's a good coach, good schematically. He's not gonna, I don't think he's gonna be doing too much to where he's gonna have a long-term stay in Cleveland.
Bama, you here?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
How you feel about Todd Monken hire?
I'm kind of the same with y'all, but at the same thing what Buki said though, it's just good for me. You got a coach that want the quarterback. I think it's good it would be good for Shedeur's mental to have a year where somebody is trying to help you instead of just tolerate you, whether that may be, they have success or not. I feel like this is going to be a good development year for him, regardless, how well the coach does, because you just got that black cloud from up over your head. So I just feel like I'm just looking for any sort of progress just to help Shedeur, because that situation where he was in last year, that's just not good for no football player, regardless of whatever position you play. And football is a real dangerous sport. You know what I'm saying? So when you just got people that's not calling plays in your best interest, to go to somebody that's going to at least try to call plays for your best interest, it's just a step in the right direction for him. Whoever just said it, I agree. This will be a good year to really evaluate Shedeur and see if he is what we think he is. I think he's going to be great. Other people think not. And if you got my same skin color, I'm calling Dr. Umar on you if you think not, because you shouldn't be doing that. No, we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So Give these dudes, give my boy a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Ben, can I say something real quick?
Hold on.
What do you want?
I ain't saying a lot.
Ruckus, or do-rag.
We think Deshaun. I mean, not Deshaun. We think Shedeur starting next year.
No, that's what
It's not definite. No.
I was just gonna say that.
That's a genuine question to ask because I ain't gonna lie. Even though the nigga is severely washed, like the definition of washed, nigga, you still paying him that fully guaranteed ass contract.
Yeah. When he gets back to football, Shedeur's gonna get back acquainted with the bench. That's why I'm getting people to understand.
Hey, Trent, I'll say this too, Bama. I'm pretty sure Shedeur threw a pick in this flag football game, by the way. So I want to pipe that.
I don't be watching that shit. I'm not kidding about that shit.
You are nasty.
Hey, hate watching the Pro Bowl.
You are nasty.
Hate watching the Pro Bowl is insanity.
Put it in the group chat. Put it in the group chat. Put it in the group chat.
I have to say this too.
I respect the hate watch, though.
I respect the fuck out the hate watch, dog. This nigga is
not good, man. He's not good.
Look, hold on.
He got weapons now. Ain't no one rushing the passer. He was good.
Oh my god.
I forgot to say it. I forgot. Number one, I forgot. Nigga, happy Black History Month. And number two, yo, bitch ass hating on a Black History Month like this,
bro.
Is crazy, bro.
Nah, bro. Friend, my thing is, I need balance. When there's someone like Bama who's pushing too much love, bro, you got too much love to a point where it's like it's delusional. I gotta come back with the hate to give a balance in the world, man. It's balance. Man, you watch Avatar in the game, man.
I'm not gonna lie though.
But you gotta leave it to Maddie, bro. You can't do that. Not on February 3rd, bro.
Yo, there's a reason why I'm quiet during the Shedeur combo.
In February, bro, you gotta leave that to Maddie, bro. It's not your turn to push the hate right now.
But I will respect.
Especially in the Discord, Maddie.
This is Black
I ain't gonna lie. I hate that nigga Josh Allen year round. When Josh Allen is not playing, I go on YouTube and watch the games he fucked up in just to give myself a little energy. So, hey, listen, I respect the hate watch. I'm sorry. I give niggas credit for that. I respect the fuck out of hate watch.
That boy hate watch the Pro Bowl. It's crazy.
That is insane.
I saw the rest of the group chat. I had to bring it up. Hey, no O-line, go receivers. Hey, that's all I gotta say.
Nah, that thing is crazy.
Still getting bad reads.
Question: Todd Monken in his introductory press conference, there was two things that he wasn't going to comment on. The first one was Jim Schwartz's tenure in Cleveland, if that's over or not. The second one was who the starting quarterback was going to be next year. He didn't come out and just say, "Yeah, Shedeur's my QB." So when we're all here talking about like, "Oh, this is going to be good for Shedeur," we can't really stamp that,
bro. Just because he dapped the nigga up when he walked in doesn't mean you get the start.
That dapper.
No, but if Deshaun is healthy, they're gonna start Deshaun. Like even though he's a shit person, like they're gonna start Deshaun.
What are you saying, Randall?
I see. Ginger said it myself. I think the only thing you want to do with Shedeur is like, look, I need you to actually, for real, actually conduct yourself like you're going to be the starting quarterback. And also, Deshaun's going to start. I expect him to start, but I think there's going to make it like a competition.
For sure,
make it like a competition.
And there will be a shot for Shedeur.
Well, we're talking about this man's conduct on February 3rd.
No, he's talking about like conduct yourself like you're still the starting quarterback. That's what he's saying. Like keep going like as you're the starting quarterback.
Yeah, keep going as that way because going in a training camp. If I'm Todd Monken, that's what I'm saying. Deshaun, we seen how you played. This job ain't automatically yours, even though most likely it will be his.
It's his.
You got to fight for this.
It's still a business, and
you're making too much money to be straight booty cheeks for years. So we got to see that now.
Hey man, we not worried about that nigga, man. If he can't go to a massage parlor, he can't play good. So we not worried about that nigga. He ain't starting next year.
This is what I'm gonna say. Look. I'm not as down as other people are on the Todd Monken. I think it's just because of how bad the cycle was and the fact that other people are getting taken, that Browns fans still feeling some type of way. Once again, I think most people need to keep their expectations about the Browns. If the Browns win 6-7 games, I think it's been a great season for them. Like that's all this is, because you want to see exactly what you got in the quarterback that you have. Because ironically, next year, they're supposed to be better hires. There's going to be what I can't believe who said it. I think it was Todd McShay, one of the greatest quarterback classes we've ever seen. Like for real, that's what they're saying, and then we'll see from there. But if we're just sitting here trying to say they should be this either mid team when they're not going to be, they just have too many problems. And also, how many times the Browns, Andrew Berry must be the greatest glazer of the owner we've ever seen, because this is like his 4th or 5th head coach that he's hired. and they've all been ass except for
Dude.
Kevin Stefanski. So like, how are you? How many are they going to literally let him keep going and get for? So
BK, focus, bro.
My bad. Something's going on, so I'm just gonna let that go because I also got a dip anyway. So yeah, I think this is just an okay hire. It's a mid hire. You're hiring them. You're literally hiring them just to see if you can fix the quarterback situation at all, and then see what else you can get. But also, Myles Garrett's making a grip. He's making quarterback money. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's only so many moves you can do.
All right, so bye, Ryan. I appreciate you. So you about to dip, right?
Yeah, I got to dip out. Appreciate y'all. Pull up the Black Sex Society when y'all got a chance. Today we are crafting the greatest black anime that we can craft. That's the thing today. So pull up if you can. If not, I'm gonna be watching y'all.
Killer B better be one. Killer B better be one.
Afro Samurai.
All right, Ryan. I appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
What's up? Oh, how we feeling about the hire? It's good for a quarterback, I guess. Because I think Monken is a good offensive mind. Overall, for the Browns, I think they're idiots. Simply due to the fact that you're probably going to lose your defensive coordinator. After I heard a report that like he was for sure going to get the job, and now he's most likely out. He obviously was not happy with that. I just think it's kind of like a fuck you to Jim Schwartz and basically that. And Myles Garrett, I don't know what that Instagram post was, but maybe he's mad that Jim Schwartz didn't get the job and he might be leaving. So
he can't complain. He signed up for this.
He can't complain. No. I understand.
He wanted it.
He did want it. So that's how I feel about it, really.
Kobe.
That shit is terrible.
Donnie, shut up, okay?
Y'all ain't spoke the truth, bro. I'm with Ginger FC, bro, and I made a video about this a long time ago. This is terrible. Here's the thing about it, and it's not even a Todd Monken thing. Like, I don't have a problem with Todd Monken. I just happen to believe that this is bigger than Todd Monken. You get to a point where you have a cornerstone of your team. And Jim Schwartz is the cornerstone coach of the cornerstone of your team, which is the defense. You paid Myles Garrett some odd $250 million, and you pissed off the guy that you paid $250 million to. He's mad. Now, I get that we're saying he doesn't have no leeway to be mad, but I mean, you basically just said F you to his coach. You put a big middle finger to the guy that he wants to be his coach. That guy's going to walk out of the building, and there's arguments that he's not this top defensive coordinator and all of these things. I'm not hearing none of that. I just think, bro, when you get a guy like Todd Monken and you had Jim Schwartz already sitting in the building and you have this colossal like downfall of dominoes that's going to end up eventually happening, you got a guy in Todd Monken who doesn't. We're talking about we don't know who's going to be the starting quarterback. I don't think he knows who's going to be his starting quarterback. If you don't go with Deshaun Watson, you're still paying him a fully guaranteed contract. If you don't like Shedeur Sanders, you just drafted him in the 5th round. If you don't like Dylan Gabriel, you just drafted him in the the 2nd or the 3rd round or whatever it is. Yeah, like you just got so many colossal mishaps that have happened on the offensive side of the ball at this point to just allow Jim Schwartz to walk out of the building. Todd Monken, this is bigger than Todd Monken. Todd Monken isn't going to be able to fix this, in my opinion. So it's not for me. It's not about for me. For me, it's not about Todd Monken. It's just about like it's just about so much more than what Todd Monken is going to be able to do. So I hate it. I hate it for Myles Garrett. I hate it for that whole defensive side of the ball. It's terrible.
Yeah, and all the players love him too. Like all the defensive players love Jim Schwartz.
Love Jim Schwartz. Yeah.
And like the fact that they're going with the 59-year-old first-time head coach, that like
it's a David Coy situation. You're one and done. We're gonna try again next year.
I agree.
It's terrible.
Agree. I just think it's really stupid.
BK.
Yeah, I agree everything what Kobe said. When I first saw it, I was like, I could have sworn Jim Schwartz was like, this was his job locked in stone. So when I saw it, it was just like a big fuck you to Jim Schwartz. And now you pissed off Myles Garrett. Like Kobe said, that's the cornerstone. Like, he's probably the most beloved man in that front office. So you not giving him this job and then hiring out all people Todd Monken to be your head coach when you do have Deshaun Watson, you don't know if the nigga's going to play. Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel, ass and shit. So it's kind of like just give Jim Schwartz that job. You know, you'll have at the floor at least top 15 defense, and maybe towards the future you can rebuild your franchise. But now with this, Jim Schwartz probably leaves, and you screw everything up for like a couple more years. So I don't like it.
All right. Talk about this last because I'm not gonna lie, because I think we touched on Mike McCarthy a couple weeks back. Did we not?
Yeah, we did.
We talked about Mike McCarthy. We talked about Kevin Stefanski already. Joe Brady is just like for the Bills is
it's whatever.
It is what it is.
Nothing's happened.
For everyone asking my opinion about Mike McCarthy, I wasn't here for the episode. I'm depressed as shit. And
Karen, don't run.
Yo, wait, no.
They hired the same person in a different skin farm.
Karen, I hate ratting people out, but guys, this guy is talking the most shit about Mike Tomlin for years. Posted on his Snap story 3 days after they hired Mike McCarthy and said,
"Why are you going to my Snap, bro? Why you
that
going this on
man,
the air?
That man Kieran texted about Mike Tomlin on his Snap, man. That's crazy, man. You should be.
I miss Mike Tomlin verbatim what he typed
That's
out.
not what I said. That's not what I said. Okay, that's not what I said.
Either way, we're not doing no Mike T slander either.
I said,
not this month.
No, this is okay. This is what I said.
You got 28 days, bro.
I said this is what I said verbatim. Toast to Mike Tomlin. I took him for granted, and I was black as fuck. Okay.
Oh, we didn't. Hold on. We didn't talk about
John Black in this month.
February is diabolical.
Toast in black is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
I was blacked out. Sorry, my fault.
Oh God,
Jesus Christ.
Well, hold on, how we feeling about how we feeling about the Kevin Stefanski hour?
I like it.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, Bookie, why'd you make that face?
I think this is granted he has his emotions in check. This is a great situation with him with a young, prolific fucking offense. Mm-hmm. And he can really, if he can, mastermind this shit and do what he did in Cleveland when he was calling all those plays, I believe he can get some real offensive consistency out of Michael Penix. Because I think that's their biggest question mark as far as the offense. I don't believe it's a bad hire at all. I always thought about who was that coordinator or the son of that coordinator or whoever who prank called Shedeur. I saw some like I don't even know the word I'm looking for. I saw some like fishy business about
it was Jeff Ulbricht's son.
And that's
Jeff Ulbricht's son.
That's a DC in Atlanta. Yeah,
he's the Atlanta's DC. So I don't know. I didn't know how I felt about that.
I think that's a kid. That's a kid being a kid. Though. I want to put that like
no.
It is. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that hyperactive motherfucker.
Dave, as a coach's kid myself, literally right now, nigga, I will never ever do something. I will get the shit.
No, for sure.
Nigga, no.
You know better.
He is blessed that he is a great coach. His daddy's a great coach. Because if not, that nigga would have got fired year one. Because what is your kid doing?
No, the kid should have been better, but I'm not putting a label on Ulbricht that he might be someone who.
Dave, it does.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. It looked nasty though. It looked kind of nasty.
It could look nasty. Obviously, you gotta be better. You shouldn't be letting information slip like that. No confidential information slip like that. But I think that's truly just a kid being a stupid kid.
I think he had his iPad, and everybody when you're in what's the name? All coaches get like work iPads. Yeah, bro, he's trolling. Like he wanted to get his dad fired. No.
Yeah, that's a kid being a kid. I want to put crazy on Ulbricht.
No, Dave.
I'm talking about Ulbricht.
He shouldn't even be allowed to
that
do that.
He's playing with life.
Kids do dumb shit.
Why are we acting like this dude's like a kid? He's like 20 years old.
Is he? Oh, is he? Okay, I can lie. Is he?
20 years old.
I thought he was like 14. I thought he was like 14.
No.
I thought he was like 14. That's crazy. Okay.
Durag, he prank called Shedeur with his frat brothers.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like 14. I thought, that's
that shit is not kids being kids, bro. That nigga's playing with his daddy life.
It's bots being bots. That's what it is.
Black History Month.
Like, come on,
brother, stop.
I also like Ulbricht and kind of like don't try to drag Ulbricht into the mud because his kid went and did some shit where you got.
You got to find.
I'm not.
No, he did. I remember seeing that he did get 500,000.
Let me read this.
Trent would have got his ass beat, boy.
Nigga,
Trent
what?
probably
I got my ass whooped, bro.
Show the kid this motherfucker with a black eye.
Bro, what? Prank calling.
I don't think we would ever see
trash,
Trent
man.
again.
You trying to play? You playing with your daddy? You bugging. Anyways, read this, which I appreciate you, Eagle Nation, always for 5. He said, Jesse hit Armand, Direct Dave. That Q Mitch has a Quinyon
He don't.
No, he
has a
does
good
not.
case for top 5 corner.
He do not.
We
He's like, you
talked about that a month.
I
You
was
don't think he has
high
a
on
case?
Quinyon. I was saying Quinyon should be a top 10 pick in that draft. I like Quinyon. Nigga, not top 5 cornerback.
You don't think he has a case though?
No.
No.
I just don't think he does, not at all. Because when did he get better than Denzel Ward? When was that ever a conversation? Why we trying to do these convos down? And Denzel Ward just put it one of his better
He's
years.
not better than JC Horn. I haven't hearing this shit.
You got the conversations. But like he's not clearly better than Cooper DeJean. He's not clearly better than Devon Witherspoon.
You know.
What we doing? There's a lot of great corners. He could still be a top 10 corner, but that it's not. They want everybody to be top 5 over there, boy. Everybody be top 5.
I
Everybody
personally
top 5,
don't have
everybody
top
top
5,
10.
but I just said I thought he had like I don't know.
I don't think it's a case. Surtain, Stingley, Jalen Johnson. I would go Witherspoon over him. I'll go Denzel Ward over him. I'm still going McDuffie. Like there's Gonzo. Like there's guys.
The same things that we hate on Sauce for. Quinyon, he does almost.
Quinyon is really mini Sauce that travels. That's all he is. He still be holding his. He be holding his. He travels though, but he be holding. He been holding his ass off and shit like that. He be getting
on his
PIs.
own, though. I didn't say Quinyon holding.
No, he be on his own. He be on his own too. He's not a bad corner. He's not a bad corner. He's a good corner. I like. I'll say he's one of my favorite prospects. We not top 5, bro. We ain't got a lot.
Nigga might be better than Sauce, but hold on, we ain't gonna do all that.
But hey, Trent, top 5. I still want DeMarcus Robinson did in that first job in the wild card.
But to move this on from the coaching, man, from the coaches hires, let's get to these final award predictions. You know, about the awards and shit, all of that shit about to drop. So, BK, I'm gonna start with you. Who was your coach of the year?
My coach of the year, Ben Johnson.
Kobe.
Ooh. Can you come back to me?
Emma. That what you heard?
Bama.
Oh shit.
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. This year, right?
Yes.
See, y'all gonna hate me, bro.
I got it.
I think it's Mike Kyle Shanahan.
Jesus.
But ain't nobody, don't nobody.
I got mine. I'm ready, Trent.
What was yours,
I was tripping. Mine is Mike Vrabel. I ain't even gonna hold you.
It's not Shanahan, but Durant. You still think it's Shanahan?
Yes, I'm going Shanahan.
But
I think he had the best coaching job at any coach.
It's not coaching.
Y'all check me out. Coaching, right? Coaching.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
If I told you majority of my starters was going to miss majority of the season, but I still made it to the second round.
I'm not hearing that.
Hold on.
You're not hearing it.
Look,
No.
You know why I'm not hearing that? No. Look, let's just say great coaching. Remember, off the muscle. If I would have told you, Donnie didn't even say this shit last year before the season about the Patriots. And we would have told y'all that the Patriots would have won 14-3 this year. First year, y'all wouldn't have said nothing. Y'all would have said bullshit. Wholeheartedly bullshit.
Trent, no, Trent, because we went through that schedule, bro.
No.
You still wasn't having them winning 14 games.
They almost won 15 games. They went 14-3.
No, I get they went 14-3.
If you would have thought the Jags would deal with it,
if you would have thought the Jags at least 10 to 11 wins this year, based off that schedule,
Bama. If somebody would have told you throughout the season what the Jags wouldn't done this year, come on, bro. First year, 13-4.
If I would have told you,
serious?
If I would have told you that Mac Jones would have been an MVP conversation,
that nigga was not
win. Hold on. I got it, Bama. You killing the whole case, Bama. I got it, Bama. We're not going to slight a coach going 12-5. Not only did he go 12-5, but in the hardest division in football with 3 12-win teams. QB1 out. QB wide receiver 1 out. Wide receiver 2 out. Tight end 1 missing national time. O-line is not good.
Like the run game was not good. The defense, edge 1, edge 2, edge 3 missed time. Middle linebacker 1 missed time. Like you're missing true cornerstones on the team.
Hey, there are 2 year 1 coaches who won 13.
That's good. No. Hey,
I don't want to hear nothing else.
No. See, no. Hold on. This is what we can do. It's a stacked year. Any of these coaches are very deserving to get a coach of the year. Let's not get out of the Let's not just sit there here just like them. But we're not gonna do from a coaching job. We're not, bro. As a coach, when you got multiple guys missing injuries left and right, that is hard. That's hard to come over and you still winning 12 games in a tough ass division.
I know.
The 49ers always have a lot of injuries, though. I think they training staff is ass.
Buki. But I'll say, but not only that, but Buki, this year for Shanahan, it's his best coaching year by he put up his best coaching year by far. Like schematically, it was great. So schematically, for the way all the pieces on his offense was going down and who he had available, he was cooking. Man, got Kendrick Bourne off the couch. Kendrick Bourne came in cooking. DeMarcus Robinson came off suspension cooking, and that's because Ayuk's not there. Pearsall's not there. Kittle was not early. Brock Purdy was missing a lot of the games this year. The defense got decimated. The defense that was hooping in the beginning of the year got decimated. They can't stop a nosebleed. And I'm not saying these other coaches aren't deserving. If you have other coaches, cool. But to say we're not hearing Kyle Shanahan, even though he's going over substantial injuries, that's insane. Y'all don't understand how hard it is to really coach football.
I think he's third.
You can think he's third, but to say he has no case, to say you're not hearing shit else, that's crazy to me.
I'm just if I've already got
all these coaches, all the coaches in the race, they all got a great ass argument. I can see any coach getting it. I can see any other coach getting it, but to say Shanahan got a case, that's just crazy as hell. That's nasty. That's disingenuous.
Yeah, Shanahan got a case because of his circumstances, no question. You can't. That man, the whole football team.
I think you can hear the case out, but I'm just
you can hear it out, but it's got to come down to Vrabel and Cohen. It has to come down to Vrabel and Cohen, bro.
I was saying Vrabel and Ben Johnson.
Cohen's
there though. Cohen's there though.
Here's the thing. I've talked to you about this before in the Discord.
BK was about to say something. Yeah, I gotta go with Mike Vrabel, bro. Like a rookie quarterback, second year quarterback with his receiving core being, I mean, if you want to be generous, you could call it barely average, and it's only average because of him. I don't see in what world having a second year quarterback in the MVP race and going to the Super Bowl with a second year quarterback is insane, bro. Like that, I'm sorry, that's correct. Even with the whole Sam Darnold, the Seahawks were projected to be a 7-10. They were projected to be a bottom team. Like, yeah, that's great, and I think that earns him the number 2 spot. But again, Vrabel they just had a 4-13 season. Back-to-back 4-13 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. Like, so how do you, with no real superstar trades, no real huge like moves in the coaching staff, other than hiring Mike Vrabel and getting rid of I forget his Gerard Mayo. And that was the only real big thing they did in drafting like Drake May. Now you got Milton on the D-line playing out of his fucking mind. I think the Patriots linebacker play, their corner play is a little underrated, but I don't see in what world Mike Vrabel don't win that shit, bro. I'm sorry. Like he put up a masterclass this season, considering what he had to go to war with.
Maddie?
My problem with Shanahan winning the award is that he's too good to win the award. And I don't mean that in like to glaze him, but we knew that he was like a top 3 head coach before the season started. We knew that. And the truth is, when you look at the criteria of the Coach of the Year awards, they mostly give it to guys in their first or second season who really overachieved, did something that we didn't think they were going to do. Right?
You asked me who my Coach of the Year was. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you asked me who my Coach of the Year was. My criteria.
When Brian did one that day, he was 9-8-1.
I'm not going to tell you that what Mike Vrabel did this season was better than what Kyle Shanahan did this year, because it's not. Like, just call a spade, it's not.
But I feel what Durag said, y'all reaction to not let nobody get a point off as we said Kyle Shanahan, that's just ridiculous, bro. Like,
I said Kyle was in there. I said you gotta consider that.
I'm talking about Mr. Nasty top left up there. All I'm saying is, bro, maybe you could go other people, Mike Vrabel, Liam Cohen, not mad at it. But for somebody like Durag or anybody to say Mike Shanahan, bro, you gotta at least hear him out because my nigga, if I would have told you all of them people missed time, but they were still in the playoffs, you'd be like, hell no, hell no, hell no. Especially if I told you that Matt Stafford is gonna have an MVP season, nobody would have picked it for
in
you.
that same conference, in that exact same. Yeah, that's crazy.
And
division, that same division,
and had a chance to get the 1 seed down to the wire in week 17.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Who would have?
Yeah, he a candidate. It's
Brian
impossible.
Dable, as we should. Niggas won the worst
yeah.
season in the NFL, won 9 games and made the playoffs. You goddamn right. He should have won Coach of the Year.
But my Coach of the Year is Liam Cohen.
I'm not mad at it.
Kieran, who's your Coach of the Year?
Oh man, this is one of the closest races I've seen in a really long time. I guess Vrabel's gonna win it. I think Vrabel's gonna win it. So, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably either go Vrabel or Liam Cohen. Not a lot. So,
What's about McDonald?
Does any so we keep this going? Does anybody think CMC is not going to win comeback player of the year?
No.
Who's the other candidates? Who's the other candidate?
Is Sam in there, or because if he's not,
no, Sam not in there. He played the whole year.
Oh,
and they changed the criteria. Changed the criteria. Comeback player of the year. You can't be ass and win it.
Yeah, you gotta be hurt.
You actually gotta be hurt.
It's probably with him, Hutchinson probably in there, Dak probably in there.
Yeah,
it should be Dak.
I'm going Dak.
I personally would go with the Dak.
I think
it
it's
should be Dak.
Yeah, shit. Shout out
Dak had an amazing season despite having
Dak had an amazing season, but also CNC was really backpacking that shit too.
He was the whole offense.
I think they probably will go. I'll hear Dak, but I think they're probably gonna go CNC. The fact that CNC was an OPOY candidate, they have an MVP finally,
and he's an MVP candidate too.
Yeah, so I think they're probably gonna give it to CNC.
Let me say
his injuries, bilateral
Eagle Nation. The 2022 Giants were literally one of the worst teams in the NFL, and we were decimated with hella injuries. Niggas had practice squad receivers.
Isaiah Hodgins, man,
and we won 9 games. There's no other case for nobody being coach of the year over that nigga. It's not like that doesn't even make any sense.
Isaiah Hodgins was your starting.
I don't give a fuck what the Eagles did, what Jalen Hurts did that year. For a coach of the year, a coaching standpoint, it'll be different if the 49ers roster was on some Giants level shit. Nigga, I hear you. Nigga, you goddamn right it matters because we're comparing the Giants to the fucking 49ers. The fuck? The fuck? Are we serious?
Hold on now, because I do. Because see, chat, you being nasty. No. I ain't gonna compare Trent. Hey, Maddie, you be there. Bama, you be there.
I would hope they get smoked out by the Eagles, nigga.
Hold on, Trent. Cause Maddie be there and Bama be in the VCs when we watching the games. How many times have the Niners came on and I hear someone talking about, man, who the hell they got on defense?
That is true.
Like, that's just reality.
Hey, Durag. And if we do this shit with the fucking Giants, well, come on, bro.
I'm saying also
that 2022 team at the end of the season where nobody knew who was on that team.
12-5 in the league's toughest comp in the division, going down to the ones they exceeded far past the capability of the team. Like that's just the reality.
Which I think they did. Hey, which I have no. That's why I think he got a case. He got a case. I won't be nasty. He has a case. I just don't think he has a case over fucking what's his name.
Vrabel or Cole?
Over Vrabel. Like when you
they would have dogs looking decent.
Because bare minimum, you still had a good team. Injuries occur, like in the you know what I'm saying? Like Vrabel didn't know what the fuck he was going in with this next year. He knew he had Drake made, bro.
Speaking, comeback player of the year should be Phillip Rivers. I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie. When you're almost 50 years old playing football, bro, you got it.
And he wasn't even bad.
No. He was ass.
No,
he was
BK.
It was decent for 45.
That nigga was Megan the Stallion ass. The only thing they posted was his highlights. Like any touchdowns. So every fucking screen pass he threw, nigga. Oh my God, Joe Flacco. Oh my, holy shit, he's turning back the clock. Oh, get your watches. He's turning back the clock. Nigga, bro, you watched the whole game?
He threw that one touchdown to Alec Pierce.
Hey, Bookie, I knew
it was in the Seattle game. Phillip Rivers.
Bro, That
Hey,
nigga
nah,
was
he
Mariah.
was
That nigga was
yeah,
Mariah
yeah,
Mills
yeah.
with a jersey on when you watched
Yeah.
the game.
They would have won that game.
Hey, Bookie,
A
he was
walking
back. Hey,
They
Bookie,
won that
bro.
game.
hey, Bookie, they did a Hail Mary, Bookie. They subbed Riley Leonard, but they took
Yeah,
Philip
that
Rivers
was
out, man.
crazy, bro. Bro, you know how old, bro, you know how
He
old you
said,
gotta be,
"Nigga,
bro?
you so ass. You ain't even got no ass. God damn, that shit is crazy."
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh, shit.
so BK,
That's awesome.
BK, who's your offensive rookie of the year?
Kyle Show. Oh wait. Sorry. No. T-Mac. Okay.
Not even close, bro.
Kobe.
Tyler Shaw made a good case at the end of the year, but it's
Bama.
Shedeur.
Yeah. Play with it. And then, but, hey, he showed flashes.
Nah, Bama, you're crazy.
Offense, right? Offense with rookie of the
offensive
year.
rookie of the year.
Yeah, I'm going T-Mac. Ted balled out this year.
Bama's insane, bro. No, T-Mac, he's the only rookie that really has been consistent throughout the whole year. I feel like Chuck probably would have started, the whole year. He might have really made a real case to really run away with it. But yeah, it's Ted.
All right, Karen.
Mr. McMillan, move on.
Bookie.
T-Mac, brother. T-Mac, it's not even close to me personally. He was Carolina's offense, in my opinion, especially the receiving core.
Respect Rico.
Chuba.
Hey, Emeka was my before Emeka fell off. That was my dog. That was my nigga.
He was gonna run away with it.
He was running away with that shit.
said
You really can make a
Run
case
away
for
is
Jackson
crazy.
Dart too.
No.
Before
he was running away.
Run away.
Does Jackson Dart have a case?
Yeah, Dart. Yes, he does. Jackson Dart has more of a case than Tyler Show.
He got more of a case than the Saints quarterback.
He's more of a case than Tyler Show. I'm stepping it. But
And I was gonna say the
I will
quarterback
say
is
this,
Cam Ward too.
Dave, and before his production he was about to run away with that shit. But then we fell the fuck off.
That nigga start running.
He was going to run away with that shit. Like
You talking about Emeka?
Hey, y'all fell wild, but hey,
Yeah.
I can watch some of those games. And Emeka's getting his hands and feet put on him, boy. Ain't a lot. Looking
yeah,
like
it was. He should have won it. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, but
Trayvon's so inefficient, bro. Trayvon wouldn't have been doing nothing, man.
Trayvon doesn't.
Hey, Quinstrong was healthy the whole year looking at. Nigga, shut up, bro. Come on. It's tough.
Maddie, did you say yours? You said T-Mac?
I mean, I think I would vote for Genty, but it's going to be T-Mac. So.
What? Genty?
What the fuck?
What?
He's trying to be different.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Genty.
No,
That's fucking crazy.
As a rookie, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, bro. We all know his season has context, and get the fuck out of here, bro.
Hey, Trent, I'll say this, Trent. Because someone just said Tyler Warren. Ain't a lot. Colston Loveland, hey, if he would have played the whole year, if he wasn't with the injury started off, Colston Loveland put up a very start to the year. Production-wise, he got some crazy production to play half a year.
Nigga said
Genty is hilarious.
Genty is like top 10, like not even in my
top. Matt, defensive rookie of the year.
It's going to be Carson Schwarzenegger, but it should be Nick Manowari. Nick Manowari should run away with this, in my opinion, but they're going to give it to. Actually, no. Let me say this: I don't even think Schwarzenegger should have a case. I don't.
What?
He's not the best.
You drag. I kind of.
Damn.
You're dragging it. You're kind of dragging it.
I ain't lying. You ain't named the right nigga yet.
You could have just said Nick and just left it alone.
I can see why people would think that, but nobody is stamping that he's the best defensive rookie on his team. Because he's not.
What? Who's
not stamping that?
Mason Graham.
He's better than Mason Graham. He's better than Mason Graham.
You can't. I don't think you can stamp that. Mason Graham had a.
No.
Mason Graham hooped.
All right, yeah.
Bookie, who's your
Leader should be Nick Warrior at the Seahawks. He's a beast.
I honestly liked Abdul Carter. I really liked what he was doing. But I gotta go James Pierce, honestly. It's for me, it's between James Pierce and Nick Manowari.
Okay. Karen?
James Pierce.
Durag?
I'm more of Maddie. Obviously, I think Maddie's dragging it, but I think Carson Schwarzenegger, he's been great all year. Like consistent for day one to week 17, he's cooked. And I look at Nick Manowari, I mean, we look at difference makers on the defense, and not only that, one of the league's most elite defenses that's even translate to the Super Bowl run they're on right now. I mean, you could argue that he could have been an all-pro candidate. Like he's played at that type of level. He's an elite Swiss Army knife. Jay Spears had a great year, especially with the snap count and how he really didn't get the full 3-down snappage till later into the season. He still put 10 and a half sacks. He still had a great year. But I think Nick and Moore, I think he just played at a higher, more impactful level than James Spears did.
That's fair.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, Bama. And yo, bro, what you about to, bro? Damn, chill. We can't do awards first, brother. We got time.
Oh,
Got all day.
Yeah, I like that boy Carson, Schwarzenegger from the Browns. I've been telling y'all about him all season. Especially when he had Derrick Henry and them in a box. He was the reason a lot of them good running backs. My boy Josh Jacobs had them niggas in a box, bro. Like sideline to sideline, bro. He was amazing to watch. So I'm not really coming up off that. My number 2 probably would be Nick Emenwari or whatever. I mean, he been playing consistent football, but I gotta go with Carson. Every time I watch him, he popped off and I know it's Black History Month, but I'm sorry, bro. Like
that boy is nice. He's top 10 linebacker. I'm not gonna lie. He's top 10 linebacker.
For sure, top 10 linebacker.
For sure. He
was some serious, bro.
Wait, who said that Carson has no case though?
Matt said
Matty.
I just said that in the preface that
he's stamping Nick and Maury. That's all he said.
Yeah, no, I'm stamping Nick Emenwari, and I'm not stamping that Carson is the best defensive rookie on his team. I still think
Mason Graham turned it up. Mason Graham definitely turned it up more.
Mason Graham, he's a
beast. The draft killed their rookie class. I'll say that.
Kobe.
Shout out James Pierce Jr. Shout out to him for staying on the field all season. Shout out to him for staying out of trouble in Atlanta. He balled out this season, man.
BK.
Carson Schlesinger.
Word. I just hope my power don't go out because goddamn, this shit just started storming. It's so crazy. I hate it.
My power's about to go out.
It's snow or just rain?
Nah, it's just rain. Nah, I'm back in Houston. I was in Dallas when it was like a crazy freeze and snow and shit. That's what that. But
crazy.
Does anybody think JSN's not winning offensive player of the year?
I think they're gonna.
I think he's gonna give it to Drake.
I think they might.
Drake who?
They might.
Wait, is Drake not in that race?
He's in that race.
How? He is?
Yeah.
I think they'll give it to him because I don't think. Well, what was it? I think they'll give it to Drake May. That's who.
I hope they.
I'm thinking Drake London. My bad. No. Okay. Oh, okay.
I really hope they don't do that. That would be.
That's what I think they're going. That's what.
That'd be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. That would be hilarious.
I think, but we don't think Puka has a shot.
I think Puka has a shot. Puka turned out later into the year.
Okay.
I think them couple games he missed cost him. I think that's why Jason didn't go clinch him. I think that's exactly why. If Puka play the whole year, I think he get it.
I'll probably go like 70-30 in favor of JSN.
Vulture, I can't say Bijan, man. I can't.
I feel bad for
Puka has some crazy efficiency.
No. I feel bad for Bijan though, because the way that the season went, Bijan should have a crazy case. He just won't because of the production of other guys. But the season that Bijan had is
CMC as well too.
Wait, how many yards did Bijan have? Like 1,400?
He broke this. Did he not break the scrimmage yards record?
I think so. Yeah.
No, he didn't. He was close.
He was close.
Yeah, but Bijan and CMC, they both had an insane year. So this is a great year for skill position players.
Well, they're going to favor a receiver that almost has 1,800 yards. So
yeah.
All right. And then nobody. Well, let's just skip defense player of the year because we already know who has that shit in the back.
Oh, of course.
Like
Last one before we get to the game. Maddie, we'll start with you. Who's your MVP?
There you
we won't blame you for being a fan. We won't blame you for being a fan.
There you say something.
How's it being a fan?
I'll say if you want to be a
please stay on the train, Maddie. Please stay on.
Wait. Me saying that Drake May winning MVP isn't me being a fan.
No, I'm just saying we won't
not win MVP, bro.
I would win.
Maddie, stay the course, Maddie.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't see how you could give the MVP to a guy who's third in his division, who playing with in a way better situation than him. I don't see how you could do that,
bro. You know how I mean, bro. That's like, bro.
There's historical criteria to that as well.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
It would be a very much outlier.
Bro. The season that Matthew Stafford had.
Yeah, it's the same.
He played great. I'm not taking that away.
Like that, that's like the season that Matthew Stafford has like top 5 statistically for like pass touchdowns and interception rate.
It's top 10.
Like top 10. Like what are we really talking about here? Like why is this a discussion, bro? A nigga plays the Jets and Dolphins 4 times, and we're sitting here talking. Oh, strength of schedule doesn't matter. You mean to tell me if I get to play the local high school down the street and you playing the Super Bowl fucking champions, that shit doesn't matter? That's insane.
I mean, Stafford also did play his worst games against bottom tier teams as well, though. So
how are you gonna bring up how he finished
in
the third in his division, but then I can't bring up the strength of schedule with
I ain't gonna lie, that doesn't make I'm not trying to hear.
You can't bring up the third in the division, but then when I bring up the strength of schedule for Drake May,
it's the fact that I think the reason why they're third in division is because they dropped games to the Rams. I mean, to the Panthers, to the Falcons late in December football. And I do think in terms of MVP conversation, especially because it's such a narrative-based award, playing some of your worst football in the last month of the year impacts you way more than playing some of them games early on. I feel like if you would have that Panthers game in week 2, I don't think it would hold as much weight as it did going down to December football, and you're trying to hold the 1 seed and try to be the top team in your division.
I'm saying,
I think that does matter. It's a close race. I think it's a close race.
He clearly had the better pass season, though.
No, he had the better season, yes.
Like,
but the thing is, now if you want to say by your criteria, cool. I know how your criteria is straight. You would go Matthew Stafford, but the criteria that they based the last couple of years, I think the NFL is going to give it to Drake May. I think they're trying to. I think they're trying to favor more towards them.
I just think they gave that shit to Josh Allen to get that nigga a pity MVP award. Just honestly. They gave him an MVP award.
I'm not sure that is because Trent, they were telling the voters to factor in more of the value aspect even before that season, going into that 2023 season.
But I think the reason why the 2023 season, I think that's just an anomaly.
Well, no, that was an anomaly, but I'm saying, going into that told the voters to put an emphasis on the value aspect. So if they're staying true to that, which they've shown the last 2 years, I think they will end up giving to Drake May, and that's the criteria they set. It's the criteria they set.
Because I definitely hear Drake May will be more valuable.
But no, Stafford had the better season. We're talking about who had the better season. Yes. Yeah. But I think they'll give it to Drake May. Stafford just a deserving. I think it's close race. It just depends on what aspect you view MVP on. Some view it as a value aspect. Some view it as just were you better. So that's what it is.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Karen, who's your MVP?
I think they're going to give it to Stafford at the end of the day.
QB wins matter.
Dave?
I think they give it to Drake May. Personally, I mean, you give it either one. For me personally, I don't really care.
I just don't see the second year in a row they give the second team All Pro MVP. I just don't see.
I mean, I'm not saying if they're keeping it true to the criteria that they want to set, it wouldn't shock me at all. We're just so used to them being so inconsistent with their criteria, we don't expect it. But if this is the case, we might be seeing this year in, year out. So
I think that's what it is, because there's no way you could argue for Matthew Stafford in this year and then argue against Lamar getting the one that Josh Allen got. Like,
I'm telling you, Josh, that shit was just a pity MVP, bro.
It was an Embiid MVP. That's just what it was.
No, whoa,
chill out.
Baxter was.
Let's just mute.
Whoa.
Anyway, Bama, who your MVP?
Did I just hear Embiid slander?
Yeah, he trying to slander MVP.
Oh no, that shit ain't it. We got to summon the troops, gang. Hell no, that ain't it.
Hold on, you a beat FC, but you hate on Josh. You know what? You got it. Hey, we'll talk about this later.
Wow.
we gonna talk later, bro. We gonna talk later.
Jeez.
Hey, Bama, who your MVP?
Yeah, I'll probably say, I'll probably say Matt Stafford, man. I'm gonna stay with it.
Would this be the oldest MVP?
No.
Hell no.
Brady.
Was it like 42?
Brady in 2017.
I hate that nigga Brady.
Even though he should have won that award, but that's another ass MVP year. But actually, he probably I'll take that back.
If Wentz played the last 2 games, Wentz would have got
that. Shit was his ass. That shit was his ass. But Kobe on the phone. All right, bet. BK, who your MVP?
Stafford, clear.
All right, and then Kobe just got the phone. Kobe, who your MVP?
Matt Stafford, man.
All right. Yeah, mine is Matthew Stafford. He's won MVP. And then talk about the Super Bowl, obviously, before we head out here. BK, what's the key? What's his name? Who do you got winning? And what do you think is the keys to them winning the game? Whoever you got winning.
Seahawks, they win by just being a great defense, but being able to score points. Because I don't believe jack shit of what Drake May and the Patriots offense has to offer. So just be better than just play better than Drake May, and you'll win the Super Bowl.
Hey, that Arkansas came out that nigga.
Kobe.
I'm with BK, man. Give me the Seahawks. You can score more than 16 points, you'll be all right.
Bama.
I'm gonna go with Seahawks. Like I said, man, this is gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be more so of a shootout, kinda in a sense. Probably say 28-21. It could even be like 30, 31.
You go 20-21 in a shootout, bro?
28-21.
Oh, okay.
28-21.
20-21.
That's a water fight. They ain't a shootout. That's a water fight. They ain't a shootout, but that's a water fight.
For a Super Bowl, that's a shootout there.
Dave?
I'm definitely gonna go Seattle. I just think New England's guys they scraped by because of the offense they played. Seattle could put up points consistently. I like what Seattle can do defensively. I think the real X factor. Both these teams have great special teams, so I think that can really tip the scales in a game like this. Funny enough, I do think for some reason, just ironic enough, this Patriots offense is going to hoop this game just for no reason at all. After everything we've seen all playoffs, they're going to come around this game.
Yeah, that would be the biggest bullshit moment of my
life. But I think it's going to happen.
Dave got the script, y'all.
I think it'll come down to special teams.
I will say I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's
really going to come down to special teams because they both got elite special team playmakers. So I think that's what's going to come down.
This is the biggest Drake game you have to show me. I have no fucking faith. 86 passing yards. You got to show.
Can you be clear about what that means? Because a lot of people gonna take that out of context. They're gonna hear you say that and they're gonna think that you saying like if he don't perform in this game right here, then his career.
No. Drake May is on he's on like a legendary trajectory. Like he's got it. But for
it's a standard.
Like no, like you dead got to show me. Like I trust Sam Darnold dead ass. Like you got to show me. Drake's been dog shit.
Karen, who you got?
Man, dude, I can see Anthony Bradford shitting his pants right now against Milton Williams. But with that being said, I think this is going to be a defensive game. I think Seattle's going to win 20-17.
Bookie, who you got?
I got Seattle 31-24. I think the key spots that they're gonna have to watch out for. I think Nick Emenwari, he gotta watch his aggression. I think Vrabel's gonna try to use that shit against him with schemes and shit. And I think that the Seahawks offensive line they cannot let Milton terrorize this fucking game, bro. Or it'll be Sam Darnold. Because once you rattle Sam Darnold, like this is it. You know, like if he's really not, this is the last opportunity he'll have to turn into a pumpkin. So after this, he either keeps the same narrative or the narrative completely is different. He balls out, if Sam Darnold throws for 220, 2 touchdowns and a pick, I think the narrative is over with. I think the curse is lifted. If he throws for 190,
I want to say this, Bookie.
Play better than CJ Stroud.
Hold on. Time on. Bookie, I appreciate you, my nigga. Because Trent and the rest of them players' choice niggas literally jumped me for saying that Sam Darnold had to prove it to me. He
definitely did.
They was acting like I called this man trash. They was acting like I called the Seattle Seahawks a bad team.
Bro,
I said based off the first 5 years of that man's career, I said right now, even though he's having a good playoff run. Wait, Trent. I said, even though he's having a good playoff run, I'm not debating that. Yes, he is playing good. But I said, based off the first 5 years of his career, he has to get the job done and show me before I stop thinking that he's a pumpkin. But they tried to jump me. They tried to black my eye, my nigga. They was talking about something. Let me get up. Still hit me, bro. Still hit me.
I think it's got a lot of similarity though to we're not gonna have enough time for me to really like go into it, but it's similar with Shedeur. Like Shedeur and other quarterbacks around the league, people have to stop saying, "Yeah, this nigga's terrible." In year one, like that's not how it should go, bro. Like you have to give people a chance. I don't think Sam Darnold is I don't personally think he's a pumpkin. I believed in him after that year in Minnesota, and after I think he was trash after one bad playoff game. I honestly and wholeheartedly believe that. If people don't, I feel like people have to take into context where these players get drafted from. There's not a career that the Jets can't ruin. If Patrick Mahomes was on the Jets, what are we talking about, bro? Like, it's not, we not looking at him the same. So I honestly wholeheartedly feel like this is the opportunity he has to completely get rid of the narratives. Because I know if he plays below average in this game, they're gonna say that, well, you can't trust Sam Darnold, and you can't do. So he has to perform. He has to play decent.
Has to, nobody, and I agree that he has to perform. My problem is with Bama. Nigga bringing up nigga, we done seen Sam Darnold his first 5 years of career. Nigga, we are in 2026. That nigga is a totally brand new player, bro. It's no point in bringing up.
He's a good player now.
He's a good player.
There's no point in bringing up. There's no point in bringing up 2018 Sam Darnold, and we in 2026.
But fellas,
hold on, wait.
So, time on. Because all I was just saying, we're not just gonna act like Sam Darnold hasn't always had these good tools. It was a lot of his decision making. Now, if you want to credit that to him being on the Jets, I'll give you that, bro. But Sam Darnold has always had these good tools. The reason why he was drafted 3rd overall is because how well he threw a tight spiral consecutive. I remember this behind Sam Darnold because I was shocked that he went 3rd overall in the first place because I was like, 3rd overall, he was mid at USC. But they talked about how he could throw tight spirals over and over and over again and how young he was. He was the J.J. McCarthy of that era back then. So
he was young as hell when they dumped him off. Like
he was ultra young. So that's all I'm saying. But I'm just saying, bro, it was bad decision making. Bad decision making for those first 5 years. Granted,
USC is crazy.
I'm about to say he was good at USC. The reason we were shocked that he went number 3 because we all thought he was gonna go number 1. He was damn near the consistent number 1 pick.
The Jets had a terrible receiving core too. Let's not be. He didn't really get no dogs until he got DJ Moore.
And he also had Adam Gase.
Two things can be true. The situation in New York was terrible, but he also didn't play good either. Like he showed some flashes, but he had bad plays. He wasn't as good. Like it's just simple as that. That's just the fact.
Right. There's nuance to it. It's definitely nuance. Yeah.
Durag, it's also in Carolina. He showed flashes, but he wasn't consistent. Like Sam Darnold's always had flashes. It's just that now he finally has like an offensive situation that he can benefit from. Like.
So am I still? Wait, you know what? I'll leave that for another.
Yeah,
day.
you about to say Sam Darnold better than Lamar, nigga. Shut up. Nigga.
Nah, I'll leave it for another day.
What?
No, I wouldn't say if he was better. I wasn't saying if he was better. I'll just more reliable in the playoffs.
Next topic.
Bro,
Next topic.
He had
Next
one
topic.
great
Next
game.
topic.
Come on.
Next topic.
Lamar don't got a lot.
So it's Bryce.
So he's better than Drake May.
My bad.
I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm not
a
Drake May fan.
Bro.
I'm not a Drake May fan.
Did I just think that I was going to let all of y'all say that Seattle is beating the Patriots and just think that that's like I'm going to be okay with that?
Patriots fan.
Y'all really think
Patriots fan.
All Sam Darnold has to do is play better than CJ Stroud.
Quarterbacks win games
Patriots fan.
That shouldn't win. Let's be honest. Josh Allen was not favored against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He wasn't. Everything was stacked up against him, right? Drake May is an elite quarterback, and elite quarterbacks win games that they shouldn't win. All right, this might be the worst D line that we're facing in the playoffs. We've played elite defenses so far. Say what you want about how Drake May has played. He has looked good in moments. He can put it together in the big game. He 100% can. He is that guy. You cannot say that Drake May is an elite. Just brush off. Oh yeah, no, he doesn't need to. Like he's gonna be bad. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. The Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl 36-29. 36.
What the fuck is that? That's the most random score ever.
If this is the worst D line y'all seeing, salute to y'all, bro.
Yeah.
All pro, Leonard Williams, elite talent, Byron Murphy,
DeMarcus Lawrence
put it in work.
You know what? Bring it to me, because you know what?
Yeah. Let's see how Will Campbell does, dude. When I see him on his ass.
Okay. And when we see Drake May hoop and win it all, I don't want to hear shit from Trent. I don't want to hear shit from BK, Kobe, Bama, saying Shedeur's back. I don't want to hear shit
Hey, you still in this? Even though they
This going one or two ways next week.
It's getting bad.
Even if the Patriots do win, which I give respect to, that'll be a great win. They run to the Super Bowl, still be Mickey in the bitch. You know that, right?
I don't give a, I ain't gonna lie, at that point, I still wouldn't give a fuck though.
I know.
I mean, if they win the ring, I won't even bring.
Oh yeah, it's one of the most Mickey runs of all time. We know.
I'm saying
It's a Mickey run because of the literally incompetent offenses that they.
But Drake
But at the same time, Mookie, hey, I can't say shit to the niggas who said we won that championship though. They won it.
Bro, Trent, this is the best offense that they're gonna play, and they're not even an elite offense. Like,
whoa,
that's the point. That's the point.
That's fine.
They had that defense didn't really face no challenges, bro.
I never had a problem with y'all saying that the run was Mickey for the Patriots. I was only pushing back when.
So if y'all lose, is the whole run Mickey?
Has been playing like
damn right.
If y'all,
Bro,
Maddie,
I don't
Maddie,
see if
Maddie,
they win, it's kind of Mickey. Because who
Maddie,
the fuck did they play?
It's Mickey. I ain't gonna lie, we can't slide a team for winning a championship though. We can't slide a team for winning it all.
Because hell's got a lot to do with
for
it.
winning a championship.
Maddie, if y'all lose,
A
what you admit
championship's
to
a
y'all's run with Mickey, bro? Like, if y'all lose and y'all only go out there and put up like 10.
Dude, Kobe, if we
Nah,
win,
10 points is crazy, Kobe.
No. I said if y'all lose and y'all only go out there and put up like 10 points again, like, will you admit that the run was Mickey?
No, Kobe. This is what I'm saying. I've always thought.
Nigga, the 2020. I ain't gonna lie. Even though the 2020, them niggas were a super team. Nigga, that run was Mickey as fuck.
This run for the Patriots is Mickey. I've been
That
saying this
Super Bowl
whole
run was Mickey as hell.
Drake May
Wait,
is
the
a
Bucks?
part of
The
the
Bucks one?
Patriots.
Hell yeah, that shit was
Drake
Mickey.
May's run has been Mickey. Drake May has been ass all playoffs.
No.
Hold on. Why is that such a polarizing statement, though?
No, Bookie. You know why I say it? Because what Maddie's saying is the Patriots run as a whole, yes, Mickey. But in terms of Drake May in the offense, they had played. This is the fourth top 6 defense they played. That's a crazy run you're seeing defense on the offensive side playing defense. That is a crazy run. That run itself is not Mickey. But what makes it Mickey as a team is that you're playing probably the 3 worst playoff offenses I've seen in my life.
Hold on. Hey,
I believe they've had great possessions.
Let me read this real quick. So let's say if we lost to the Texans, does the Texans get the Mickey tax because our offense was twiddling their thumbs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do the Texans get the how?
If you thought my opinion was going to change, yeah.
If the Texans beat the Patriots the way that game went,
The Texans beat the Steelers off the fact that them niggas were fucking old ass.
Aaron Rodgers responsible.
Shit was
The Texans played the one offense that was worse than theirs in the playoffs.
The only reason why,
literally,
the defense won in the game. If they would have beat the Patriots, they would have literally won because Drake May was playing like ass. Yeah, I know you wouldn't argue. I'm just saying Drake May was playing like ass. He would have gave them the game. Yeah, I say that shit is Mickey.
Drake May did give them niggas the game. C.J. Stroud just said, take it back. That's all it was.
Bro, that nigga had 3 fumbles in the first half.
Like, game. Well, I'm
and
not
a
hearing
pick.
this shit, bro.
Drake
May
has been,
though. Drake May has been
overall.
shit.
I get what you're saying though.
And then he puts up 86 yards. He's been shit.
Let me read these 2 super chats, bro. Read these two super chats. Oh wait, no, I already did that one.
Get that bullshit off the screen.
I appreciate the 5 said I stamped that Sam Money Darnold was a top 10 QB and he was there with 49 versus KC. Seattle by 14 points. He's undoubtedly a top 2 quarterback. Undoubtedly.
Let's relax. Sam Darnold's good, but he's not.
I did say he was top 5 though. So hey,
wait, what?
And you're wrong.
I said that.
You're still wrong.
You're still wrong.
I said that this year.
Top 5 and what?
Yeah, top 5 in checkers and Madden.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what he top 5 in. Hold on.
Maybe
top 5 ginger. Yeah, he top 5 ginger.
He's a top 5
Andy
ginger
Dalton
quarterback.
too. Yeah.
Definitely a solid ginger nigga. He's definitely a legend in that aspect.
Let me read this too. Want to point out the Eagles should have 2 MVPs from 2 different quarterbacks.
Well, they shouldn't, bro.
10 years, but both got hurt at a bad time to lose. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm not talking about Hurts.
I never thought Jalen Hurts should have got over.
Jalen Hurts was
that
great.
nigga was never winning an
If
MVP.
Jalen Hurts would have no, he was going to win, which was sad.
He was good.
If Jalen Hurts would have won MVP in 2022, that would probably be the biggest robbery of MVP in 20 years. Probably in I'm not lying.
Probably in
That's
history.
what, maybe since like 09 Breeze, maybe.
Yeah, it
No,
would have been
no.
a badass robbery.
No, Durag. Like we're talking about Mahomes. Like his best receivers. Juju
That was
Smith-Schuster.
Mahomes' best season. I stand with that's Mahomes'
like,
best season. as a quarterback.
Biggest robberies.
5,200 yards, 40 plus TDs with Juju
Smith
Smith-Schuster.
And here's the issue, because people have been all these Patriots fans been on my nuts and shit about this shit. Patriots don't have to be a super team. It's about how these games are going. Now, y'all playing top 5 defenses, yes, which I understand that. But literally, to me, it kind of like you're playing the offenses that they're playing, and they can't.
It bounces out. It bounces.
You literally can't move the ball, so they literally equal out. Yeah, you're playing a top 5 defenses, yes, but you're playing a bottom 5 offenses. So yeah, you can get as many stops as you want, but if your offense can't move the ball, the defense don't matter.
Or what about this perspective? What about this perspective? The fact that the defenses that you played was on the field for an average of 40 minutes per fucking game because none of every offense gave you the ball after a 3 and out.
Hey, Buki, welcome to the life of Myles Garrett. That's
dude, like it's crazy. Like the defenses they faced were exhausted in the middle of the third quarter because the offense CJ Stroud had 4 picks in the first half. Nigga, the defense was on the field the whole game. The whole first half of the game.
So I know you see the Stroud cut his hair, bro. He funny.
That new haircut.
I seen it. He got him and Buki got the same cut.
He had to do something. Shit, do something, nigga. 4 picks in the first half. Maybe you need to change your religion or something. I don't know what the fuck going on. You praying to the wrong motherfucker if you throwing 4 picks in the first half. Ain't no motherfucking way.
He needs to find God for these interceptions, bro.
Because now I get
gagged. Oh man, what? Like some of those picks was crazy, but it's like, you're not gonna get the benefit of the doubt the whole time. Did his O line give him PTSD? Sure, but you can't throw 4 fucking picks, bro. Throw the ball away.
That's the funniest thing.
Kage, it would have been a mix for the Texans and the Patriots. If them niggas would have made the conference championship, it would be extremely Mickey because their paths to it were Mickey as hell. That's
honestly the AFC Mickey in general. Let's be real.
I said the AFC.
Keep it a buck. Like
in the AFC, this shit in playoff shit, this shit was weak as fuck. We saw what just happened. We just like and obviously niggas got unlucky because realistically speaking, Bo Nix and the Broncos probably will be in the Super Bowl.
We would.
Realistically, hell yeah.
Realistically,
dude.
Drake May would have got
his Sean Payton made one of the most listen, even without Bo Nix. They could have won the game.
I cried.
They could have won the game without Bo Nix, with a backup quarterback that's played in 4 NFL games in 3 years. You think about that. Think about that. The Patriots were going to lose to a backup quarterback that has started 4 games in 3 years. That is how dog shit that offense was playing. Like you cannot sit here and say that Drake May is just, oh man, he's just been amazing. That defense has been saving him because
and they don't gotta do much.
Like it's crazy, bro. I just context it matters. You can't just sit here and act like that dude has not been carried by that defense. That defense to play lights out.
He's had to do the bare minimum.
And on certain games, he's not even doing that.
I'm not hearing it for you, bro. I'm really not. I'm not.
No. That's where you're wrong because everybody
egregious turnovers. Like
everybody knows that this defense isn't good for the Patriots. It's not that good.
What are you talking? All right, yes.
Nobody was gassing the Patriots.
It's not. I think
it's not that good.
It's a great run defense. Outside of that, it's cool. It's cool.
No one's saying that.
We gonna see how good that defense is when JSN running around that motherfucker. That's what we gonna see.
No.
See if you can stop him.
I can tell you it's gonna be ugly. I can tell you right now that the defense is not gonna play good because we're playing an actually competent offense this time. You see, when y'all say that we play dog shit offenses, you can't say on the flip side that we have elite defenses. That the Patriots have an elite defense.
So Maddie, you can't do that. So Maddie, I have a question. When you're gonna see the best offense, you probably played all playoffs. Yeah. Then you're going to see another great defense, and Drake May has showed you 0 to no chance of him playing good against a great defense.
That's not true. I saw Drake May make plays against the ground against Denver. I saw him score 3 touchdowns against
86 passing yards.
In the snow?
He wasn't doing shit the first half. The first half he was ass.
He was playing ass before the snow.
Hold on. We never like he's had flash plays. Like against the Chargers second half, he made the play. He made plays in the second half.
Yeah, he had drives.
BK. I'll say BK. It's not enough for me to bank on it. But if
Yeah,
Matty
you're
wants to
right.
be the
You can
fan
have
he wants to be
flat
and say
plays,
he's
but
gonna
you
match
don't
put
have
it
to
together,
simply
cool. I
one
don't
great
care.
game.
Hey, Jared Stidham looked like Aaron fucking Rodgers
That's
that
what I'm
first
saying. The
possession.
first possession.
So
I've
what?
seen flash. I've seen
No,
flash.
I'm just saying you can have flash plays in the game, but if you don't
Yeah,
have
but
a clean,
but BK,
if
you gotta
have
bet what
one
you see in
clean
regular
length
season as well
game,
too.
how are you gonna like?
I'm saying that, but this is how he's been playing recently as well. From this, he's not showing me he's gonna break the streak anytime soon. He hasn't shown me enough flash. He's shown me more ass than flash. If you want to say that,
That's what, you're
not wrong.
That's what a flash is, though. A flash usually happens when you're playing that.
Yeah, he flashed you some ass, huh? The shit he did flash, we ain't even want to see that shit.
Maybe not the most. Maybe not the most. He's in a dog shit situation right now.
Huh?
How is he in a dog shit situation?
I ain't gonna lie.
That O-line had to get that O-line was getting touched. I ain't gonna lie. The O-line was
Bro,
getting
you
touched.
act like, dude. I'm so sorry about this. Just because you don't have. Just because you don't have the tight O-line and the tight wide receivers doesn't mean it's
the O-line getting touched. Yeah.
They were getting touched, but goddamn.
O-line is fucking garbage. Our receivers are mid, and our play caller is mid. I'm not here.
Drake May's been mid too.
The rest of the playoffs.
Fucking, I don't. Drake May's not making it better. He's not uplifting.
Damn, bro. This
He's
why
making it worse.
He's not making it better. No,
Matt, you said it was dog shit.
If these niggas is like, no. Yo, you turn into a balloon, my nigga. You turn into a balloon, my nigga. Yo, if these niggas, bro.
3 touchdowns.
Bro,
Nobody did that all year, bro. Come on, bro. You know that
but Dave, here's the problem, right? Dave,
What is this? Blaze the clock?
Yo.
We're not saying that he didn't show you flashes. You're acting like you fucking Jimmy Garoppolo.
Mind you,
He's been worse than Jimmy Garoppolo.
He's literally been playing like dog shit.
He watched the fucking film. He's making plays when it matters. He's making plays.
I ain't gonna lie, yo,
Bro, stop
yo,
fake crashing out, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Number one, hold on, time out.
I never seen Matt crash like this. I'm liking this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm enjoying the fuck out this. Matt crashing. I ain't gonna lie.
So Dave, number one, shut up, Matt, shut the fuck up. Shut it up. Shut the fuck up. Matt.
Oh my god.
Matt.
Bro, stop this fake crash out, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Shut it up. Shut up. Anyways, Dave, number one, you're talking about he making it plays when it matters. Then nobody should be fucking slandering Jalen Hurts when all that nigga did last year was make plays when it mattered. Number two. Dave, he said he teaches his ass, right? Why the fuck you got these niggas scoring 36 in the Super Bowl?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. The second question, Trent. He's a fan. It is what. That's the fan bias. He banking on miracles. Hey, Trent,
Happy Black History Month,
to be fair, Trent, Maddie is the only one.
Happy Black History Month, man.
That
was a good. That Jalen Hurts part was fire.
No, Bookie, I'll say this though.
They've been trashing the fuck out Jalen Hurts.
Hold on, hey, Matt, I got it. Hey, Bookie, I'll say this. Maddie in general. No, me and Maddie Denner talk every day. He's the only one who's consistently saying Jalen Hurts might be the most underrated player, quarterback in football right now.
Okay,
he never respected Jalen Hurts.
I respect that. I respect the
That's him.
but it's still fucking
Jalen Hurts
crazy.
my ass though. So Jalen Hurts, he like spice. Jalen Hurts like spice behind.
You can't use the Jalen Hurts argument on me.
Yeah,
because
Jalen.
Jalen Hurts when he made those plays. I did. I criticized Jalen Hurts.
I'm not gonna lie, but just because you make 2 plays. But just because you make 2 plays when it matters, don't mean a nigga ain't been good in the playoffs. So I'm not trying to hear that.
He hasn't been better than Bryce Young in this one game.
Consideration is competition and how bad.
Bo Nix outperformed him in the one game he had.
You said what?
Jared Stidham outperformed him. I'm straight up. Jared Stidham outperformed him. He did. He outplayed Drake May. Drake May had to do nothing. Drake May sat there and watched Jared Stidham, backup QB. He threw 56 rushing yards. He led the team in fucking rushing.
Yo, bro, are you?
He didn't outplay Jared. Jared didn't outplay him.
Hey, this is the problem. Look at what he's gassing.
No, for sure. But Jared didn't outplay him.
He's gassing 66 rushing yards.
They're saying.
I mean, he don't have no choice. That's all that nigga got. That's all he got to gas up.
Hey, man.
You cannot say that about Drake May when you just brought up Jalen Hurts and he's a good rusher. You can't do
Matt,
that.
bro, you are so much better than this, bro.
He's a fan, bro. He's just.
I don't gas Jalen Hurts. When Jalen Hurts did what he did versus the Rams and he made the plays where he needed, did I gas that weak ass shit? Fuck no. That shit was weak.
There's not there's not 5 plays in this playoffs where you can.
They didn't win. The Eagles didn't win the game because of Jalen Hurts. Nigga,
That's a great point, BK.
The Patriots
That's
didn't
a
win the
great
game
point.
because of Drake May.
There's not 5 plays that you can refer to in this playoffs that Drake May looked exceptional on. He didn't look. No.
Butte touchdown. You got the Butte touchdown. You got the Stephon Diggs touchdown. You want to give the run that Drake May had at the end of the game versus the Broncos? Okay, whatever the fuck.
Guess what the worst part is? Guess what the worst part is? Most of those plays are in different games.
Different games with short field position.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine.
So are you going to trust? Wait, Buki. If they're all in different games, how are you going to trust Drake May to score 36 against the Seattle Seahawks defense? How
in one game?
You got to do that.
He needs 3 games to do
it. Hey, Buki, he's picking the Patriots devil magic, man. That's all it is.
How the fuck is he going to fucking score 36 against
the only way Drake May is scoring 36 against the Seahawks is if them niggas play 3 times this next 3 weeks. That's the only way.
Hey, Buki,
he's not doing that shit in one game.
I'll give Matt this shit. Damn it, the team this motherfucker played for. I mean, I say 28-3, so I know they got some devilish shit going. They got some voodoo. They got pregame
Black magic, bro.
They got black magic rituals before the Super Bowl. So, hey, you know what? This could be the team. This could be the one that he dropped 39 points on.
Niggas doing contracts with the devil. The Patriots is evil, bro.
They said, you won't be in first Hall of Famer, you will get these rings.
They sacrificed Bill Belichick making first ballot for the rings.
BK.
Low key. That's a narrative. I might have to push that shit. I might have to push that shit in the algorithm. Fuck that.
What was you about to say, Maddie?
This is a big double standard because we all of you just stamped that you're trusting Sam Darnold, right?
That's not the point at all,
bro.
The Seattle Seahawks are a better team than the fucking Patriots.
You didn't even know where I was going with that.
Where you going, bro?
All right. If you go onto YouTube, right, and you Google Drake May playoff highlights, you can find highlights from all 3 of his games. You cannot find that for Sam Darnold. You can only find it for one of them. Because let me tell you, against the Niners.
That's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty, bro. That's nasty. Hey, Mookie, that nigga's playing Colin Sexton defense right now. He trying to go out 4 niggas.
Whoa, what? The Collins defense is dog. This is crazy. Hey, listen, I'm about to tell you this much though. I'm about to take some of this logic you using to glaze some of my favorite players because I done heard new shit. I done heard new shit that I have not thought of yet, bro.
Hey, we your team in the Super Bowl, Maddie. I'll allow it, bro. It's funny.
Man, bro, I listen. I will listen to any take you have until I hear the words New England or Drake May or Patriot. If I hear any of that shit, I'm tuning the fuck out.
Ban lip word,
bro. You done gave some of the great. I done heard some excellent takes, bro, into this shit. Like this is crazy.
On that note, chat. I appreciate y'all niggas pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Hit the 2 hour and 30 mark. Appreciate y'all pulling up, tapping in right before the Super Bowl preview. Obviously, I couldn't do the college football show last week. I was snowed in for like a week in Dallas, so I had just got back home. So we're gonna do a college football show this week. Then we're gonna be back here next week with the Super Bowl recap. That shit gonna get nasty because if these
one way or another, Maddie,
this nigga's gonna be yapping.
Drake May wins the Super Bowl MVP.
I got my agendas getting prepared now. I got my agendas in the oven.
That man Maddie said major no draws.
All my agendas and narratives are in the oven as we speak.
Nah, for sure, it's crazy. Like I said,
this was hilarious, bro.
Buki, I appreciate you pulling up, tapping in. Appreciate you.
Bro, I love it, bro. I told y'all, bro. I'm hoping to be the permanent member on the cast. I hope y'all hire me.
And look, Chad, make sure Chad
better pay his royalties, bro.
Make sure y'all follow my nigga. Make sure y'all follow my nigga Buki on TikTok and on all his platforms, bro. Nigga be going crazy. Make sure y'all follow all his shit. And look,
hey man, I appreciate it, fellas. Y'all, I swear y'all don't even know how much this shit do for me. I love having this ball talk. Like I learn a lot from y'all. I love it. I'm blessed and I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it. But look, Y'all said, look, follow Discord, join the Discord. I'll just put the link in the chat for y'all haven't been there. Like I said, we about to be at 500 members real soon. Anyway, y'all stay tapped in, follow all the socials. Yeah, man, we out. Peace.
All right, fellas. Next week.